Hello. Hello. The mic working? Let's see. Oh yeah, it's working. Hello. Hello everyone. My name is Noodleknite. You may call me Noodle, and today we are going to be hopefully painting the rest of these shackles. I know they look done. They look pretty much done. I just gotta wash them and then paint 10 more, which is gonna be aggravating. But yeah. Oh wow, they're stuck. They've been stuck here for a while, but hello. How are you guys doing? It's been, how long has it been actually? It's been since Thursday. Yes, it's been since last Thursday. I think I did quite a bit too much in the weekend. I think, holy, how many days was I hanging out with friends like outside? I think it was like 2 or 3 days or so, and most of it was for the majority of like, what is it, 8 or 10 hours a day. It was bad. Hi and bye. I've been addicted to PZ and playing right now. Oh, bye, Ermin. Bye. Goodbye. But yeah, I did play my Crusade game on the weekend. That was pretty good. I won that, by the way. It was my Dark Angels versus the Drukhari, so it was really good. When more people show up, we can probably go right into it. Then I painted up one more model for a friend of mine. It's pretty good. I'm gonna bother you about something. Okay. That should be fine. It should be fine. But yeah, no worries about that. And then yeah, shoot, I'm so tired today. What did I miss? You missed nothing, Sam. You missed nothing. I was about to talk about more Crusade. Raid a mill base of falling in love with the M16 PZ. What's PZ? I'm just wondering. That is, shoot, I don't know what the abbreviation for that is. PZ is, it's probably like Tarkov, right? That's what I'm guessing. It's probably like one of those games. Yeah, Project Zomboid. Oh, that game. Yes, Project Zomboid. Okay. Now I know exactly what you're talking about now. I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, that game's, I've seen my friends play it. They like it, but there's so much like intricate details in it. Like, I don't know if I could play it. It's a lot of work. It is a lot of work to play that game. Plus, you're in it for the very long run. You're in it for the long run. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so yeah, my Drukhari game was pretty good. Let's see if I can actually pull it up. Let's see if it will actually work. See if I can get it done and ready. So this is a battlefield. Yep. But yeah, this is a battlefield. So I am the attacker. So this is me. I'm over here. And this is my friend. He's over here. Oh my god. I wish I actually had a drawing tablet to use. Friend. Alright. And this is planetary bombardment. You know what? No, this is fine. This is totally fine. I can make this work. So basically, I deploy my Deathwing Knights over here because I had infiltrators. So I was gonna abbreviate as DK, and I put my inner circle companions over here. Oh my god, this is so bad. But basically, they had infiltrators and they had Scout 6, so I just ran them this way into his Calbite warriors, and then everything else was over here. So then they kept going in this way and just ransacked everything. That's kind of just like the whole deal. So I controlled this objective, and then I didn't really control this one, but my friend controlled it. So I didn't get to control that one for the majority of the game. And that makes any sense. If I had a drawing tablet, this would make things a lot easier. But yeah, kill the Cowboy Warriors here, and then his stuff came here, right? So his Lady Malice and his Incubi came in and destroyed my inner circle companions, but he did not get to kill my Deathwing Knights. I think he killed at least 2 the entire duration of the game. They're like so much trouble to deal with, especially when you build like a heavy melee glass cannon such as Drukhari into, I guess you can call it anti melee army. I don't know what to call it. I didn't really expect to build my army for Dark Angels anti melee. I didn't even realize it. But basically, the 2 heavy hitters for that 1,000-point game was like the inner circle companions, which is you subtract 1 to hit rolls against them, right? In melee. Oh no, not just melee, everything. And then their buffs, you would add 1 to the hit roll, And then for the detachment, I ran Wrath of the Rock, which is basically subtracting 1 to the wound roll if they're infantry or mounted units. So basically everything in my army that was infantry and or bikes were insanely tough. And hence why Deathwing Knights are super hard to kill. Because when you -1 to the wound roll against them, they have 4 wounds apiece per model. And then you lower the damage characteristic by 1. It's pretty big. It is pretty big. Like, holy. And yeah, the funny thing was, like, the game was still pretty close too. Dark Lances for the Drukhari were pretty insane, except he didn't roll that well. I think they hit on like, what is it? Like 3s or higher, but then he targeted my inner circle companion, so they started to hit on 4s and he didn't roll like a single 4. It really sucked for my friend. But yeah, all in all, I think everything in my roster, my army, actually died, except for the Deathwing Knights and a chaplain, my Terminator chaplain. They did not die, so it was pretty good. Also, because I won the planetary bombardment, I had to roll a dice. So on a 3 or higher, I get to blow something up, and luckily, I actually blew something up. I blew up their staging ground for this campaign, so that space is gone. And then the next day, I just went to go hang out with friends at their place, and we were out in the sun all day, and I got somewhat sunburnt, but not as bad as my other friend. My other friend got he didn't put any sunscreen on. I don't know why he didn't put any sunscreen on, but what was it? He got severely sunburnt on his arms, and we were supposed to do another, what is it? Oh, another Warhammer session on the Monday, and I was like, oh, I can't go. My arm no worky, and I was like, oh, come on, buddy, you should have put sunscreen on. No offense, but that was you. You chose this life of not putting sunscreen on. You chose this life. Okay, there we go. So I was wondering why something was not working. But yeah, and then Monday, I just like, you know what, I'm gonna do a Warhammer session by myself, basically. So I did. I painted up another mini for a friend, and I ended up painting Marnius Calgar for him. So I have him right here with me, actually. I just gotta be careful not to touch him too much. But yeah, I think because I was like handling it too much, I think some paint kind of smeared off a little bit. But this is him right here. You can kind of see it. I don't know, like, what you guys' opinions of it are. I tried to do the face pretty well. I tried to paint the tiny eyelid, but I don't think it ended up being too well. But I think I did the skin tone correct. What do you guys think, if you guys are still there? I think I did a pretty good job. Also, I thought this model was like kind of garbage, not gonna lie, in the pictures, but honestly, it looks so much better in person. Like, I think the main selling points are like the gauntlets of Ultramar. Like, literally, they make the entire difference. Because when you look at the front, it looks kind of basic to me, but when you like rotate it, it looks a lot better. Like, holy, it looks so much better. I think the only part I sucked at doing was the base. I kind of worked a little bit too hard on the base. But yeah, the base is kind of very generic, but everything else is good. Painting the eyeball for this guy really sucked. But yeah, he is done. The only reason, if you're wondering why I didn't do basic material, is because I'm leaving that up to my friend who I'm going to go see next month. So he's going to do that, hopefully. So I'm going to put it off to the side. Oh, hello, Goofy Gooperson. How are you doing? Sorry, I haven't been, what is it, posting shorts or any videos. It's been insanely, I don't know how, but like hosting a crusade campaign at your place every weekend is somehow very taxing, because I think the next day I just like relax. I don't know how it feels to run a Warhammer day for like 8 hours like for the weekend, but I'm just like spent after that. It is so tiring. It is very tiring, like, holy. But yeah, it should be done pretty soon-ish. I think we got a couple more phases to do. Oh, hello there. I love men pectorals. How you doing? Do you like Warhammer? I'm just literally just like, what's his face? I'm literally sorry, just talking about Crusade. What's up, Starving Llama? How's it going? Oh, actually, it must be pretty. Is it early? No, it should be pretty late for you then, huh? Because you're in like Aussie land. I think most of the time I stream like this time or like 7. I think by the time it's like 7 p.m. it's like your morning. It's kind of weird that like we're both like considered halfway across the world for each other. But how you doing, Serving Llama? How's the 5:40 a.m.? Dang, you going out for a good walk then? Going out for them walkies? Okay, I think I forgot to grab another paint, so I'm gonna go grab the... Have you seen the Red versus Blue series? I have heard of it, but I have watched only snippets of it. How you doing, Scion? How you doing, Scion? How you doing? Dang, no, my sleep machine woke me up. Dang, we hate the sleep machine. You just gotta like throw it out the window. But I don't know if that's like a good thing in Aussie land, Australia. Okay, let me grab one more paint because I forgot to grab it. I was looking at the paints I pulled. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm missing a color. I am definitely missing a color. So give me like a minute or so. And I found it. I need it. It's a medical thing. Oh shoot. Okay, I see. Okay, I won't ask about that then, because ooh, I had a story about like my friends, like this was during COVID time, and they were like getting very angsty because one person got sick, and they it was like a weird situation where my friends wanted to know another friend's medical record, and that's like a big privacy thing. So yeah, if you're, I would not want you to tell me, but I hope you're doing okay though. We all have medical problems in their life. Doing good, basically drowning in great plastic. Oh boy, that's like me right now. Actually, that is definitely like me. Oh, I didn't wash these brushes correctly, or I did. I forgot to add water to them. Oh, they're fine though. They're basically fine. Okay, which one was the one I forgot to paint the arm of? Oh yeah, it's right. This one right here. Okay, let me just pull it up and then focus it. There we go. You saw all the new guard releases? Yeah, the guard's pretty good. I don't play guard myself, but my buddy plays it quite a bit. He was trying. Yep, the camera is blurring. The only reason why is because I'm gonna be holding it this way, right? So you have the foreground right here, you have the background right here, and that's why the background's blurry. That's okay though. But yeah, no worries, Sam. I know, like, yes, it's totally fine. I usually stream like this. It's the camera, the DSLR camera. I manually have to adjust the focus. I play guard. Ooh, nice. Another guard player. There are a lot of guard. They're becoming more and more guard players. Yo, what WSG? What's WFG? Is that what you see is? Wait, I don't know what that means. I guess you can call me old at this point. But thank you for the... Had to say something. Yeah, it's okay. Like, it's totally fine. But I think people who actually join my stream understand that, like, I do adjust the focus quite a bit. Also, thank you for the follow Lost Mid fight. Thank you. But yeah, I have not watched Red versus Blue. I know about it. And I think one reason I do know about it is I played Halo quite a bit, so it's pretty up there. Managed to grab the Armageddon guard box. Hell yeah, buddy. The Armageddon box is like really good. It's very good. So I'm just doing cleanup on some of these guys because I missed some spots. Yep, there we go. That's good enough. Yeah, my friend went to go grab the Armageddon box. He was very lucky because it was the very last one that they had. The very last one. It is so insanely difficult to get those boxes. Red vs. Blue is so good. I haven't seen it in a while. But I might be nostalgia blind, but it's old humor. It is very old humor. It is very old. And then I don't know what it's about, but basically, I don't think old humor can be used a lot nowadays because some of them it's like what's the word I want to use? It's like the humor you see in the olden the like 10 years ago can't be really seen today because times have changed and it seems as like derogatory kind of deal, right? Like you can't be making the same jokes that you hear like in early 2000s because then people get too offended. Yeah, that's the one I'm trying to say. Yeah, people get really offended because the jokes are pretty offensive according to now. Scalpers, so I got tricks up my sleeve. Oh, what are the tricks? You got buddy manning the store and be like, hey buddy, reserve me an Armageddon box. You know what? I don't know why I'm holding the painting handle and then holding these guys up. I'm just like doing this very, very quickly. But yeah, after these jackals, I have about 10 more in the back somewhere, so that's okay. Okay, let's get the washes. Where is a paper towel? There it is. And he reserved one for me to pick it up. That's how we like it. That's how we like it, Scion. That's exactly how we like it. Also, I just realized this is the amount of followers on Twitch is 111 now. We gotta get up to 117. Spartan 117. Okay, where are my washes? There we go. And then we can do this. Have I opened this yet? I think I have. Yeah, I did open it. I definitely did. Dang, Sons of Dornbuck. I got 2 sprues maxed up for the repulsor. I can't build them, so I'm getting that sorted. Oh, that really sucks, Llama. That really, really sucks. I can imagine that, like, they might send you the replacement sprues, or they might send you an entire new box. I don't know what the... Hold on, I think I'm holding it too low. Give me a second. There we go. Okay. But I think with GW, like customer support, they might end up sending you like a new box probably. I don't know if they can afford to send a new box that costs like $300. Almost said 3,000 for some reason. But yeah, I am pretty happy that I beat up my Jukari friend senselessly. I was so worried that he was gonna beat me up. It was pretty bad because a lot of his stuff had anti-infantry like 2 or 3. It was insane. I did not realize Jukari got anti-infantry like 2 or 3. I was like, how the hell do you deal with that? And I just realized that they're pretty much just like glass cannon-y, very glass cannon, and they have like no little to no toughness. Like you literally just like hit them and they flop dead. Not every legendary commissar. Yeah, you technically do. You have Caiaphas Kane, you have Yarick, and then I guess Graves is a new one, but I don't know that one very well. Yeah, I don't know too much about Caiaphas Kane, but he seems really cool. Oh, what army are those models from? Oh, sorry, Piet. These are called Jackals. They're from the World Eater range. That's what it is. I'm so sorry. If I miss your guys' messages, I'm just letting you guys know I'm looking at 2 different chat windows, and so far I don't know how it is, but you guys are like going nuts and typing in stuff. So me going back and forth, it will happen, and I'll probably miss some messages. Yeah, sorry, Piet. Also, how you doing? How you doing? Are you new to the hobby? Are you just like returning to it, or are you just like interested in getting into it? There are a lot of people who enter this stream, and I always ask them, are you interested in the hobby? Also, speaking of Warhammer stuff, I just realized that Warhammer Skulls is this week. I think it's on Thursday or so. You guys don't know what Warhammer Skulls is? It's like a stream where a bunch of Warhammer like developers, whatever you want to do, they will showcase new stuff coming out for video games, pretty much. So for those of you who play Space Marine 2, you might see a trailer for new Space Marine 2 stuff during Warhammer Skulls, and then hopefully they will announce like new DLC for Total War Warhammer 3 kind of deal. And the funny thing is is that I saw. Sorry, I'm a big Hololive fan, right? So I'm making my rules, but I saw that I think two of them got sponsored. So I think two of them got sponsored to watch the Warhammer Skull stream, and then after that they're gonna be doing some like Warhammer painting kind of deal. So that's gonna be really funny. PETA. Concentrate on painting 3 years in the hobby. Built my army, painted it badly, but only played my first games 3 weeks ago. That is a-okay. Like, I'm having a couple buddies play games too, and they are loving it. Especially my guard friend. He spent, oh my god, you don't want to know how much money he spent in like the past couple weeks. It is insane. It is definitely insane, and knowing how much guard models cost, it's like, oh boy, he still has to build all of it. Cool models, yeah, they're these things are really cool. But it's always interesting to see that there are a lot of people getting into the hobby recently, because I don't consider myself a very old player. I started around 8th edition, so that was probably 6 years ago. But then I'm seeing a lot of people who come to my stream and they started like during like 9th or 10th edition. So that's like maybe like 3 years ago, roughly. Yeah, it's very interesting. Oh, I forgot to do the boots for these ones. I might be very lazy and just do it like later off stream. That is way too much wash. Oh my god. I need to teach my friends how to paint. They always come to me how to paint. I don't know if I can do it. I think I should be able to do it. It's just that, like, the friends who are wanting to learn from me have to put in the work, too. So, like, honestly, I'm a very bad teacher when it comes to teaching people stuff. So I'm also worried that I won't be able to teach them correctly. And I'll have to refer to a video to, like, actually teach them how to paint at that point. Yeah, it's gonna be very tricky to do it. Definitely don't have enough on my table, right? I also ordered some third-party bits for kit bashing. Ooh, nice. Kit bashing is very, very cool. It's just that I am a very basic person and tend to keep models very generic. And by very generic, I mean just basically paint it the vanilla color scheme and then just paint it that way. And along the way, I'll add like decals or whatever. But yeah, yeah, it's very weird because how many people that you see getting to Warhammer and actually play the tabletop? I don't think there are very many streamers that play the tabletop or in person. Well, VTubers mostly, because I don't think I've ever seen a VTuber talk about playing in person. There may be some outliers that I haven't heard of, but there's maybe about 1 or 2 times I heard about someone playing tabletop. But most of them just are interested in painting it, which is not a big problem. But honestly, it would be cool to see at least one VTuber play a tabletop game on stream. I don't know how the hell they're gonna do it. I don't know how people feel about Tabletop Simulator, but I think it would be pretty cool. Don't have anyone near me to play with. I don't have a fully painted army. You don't need a fully painted army. Like, honestly, like no one's gonna care. I played against people who never fully painted their army, and it's like, it's all good. It is all good. The only hard part is reaching out and doing a pickup game, because you never know what's gonna happen. Because recently, one of my friends, right, he was doing a pickup game, and this guy he was playing against, I think I told the story already, but basically he kept arguing with him, and they were arguing about how Feel No Pains work, and my friend was totally correct about it. And this guy was insistent that he is correct, because how his opponent thought how Feel No Pains work is that it's like an extra save, where it is not. The way Feel No Pains work is that for each time like damage goes through, so you fail your armor save or invuln save or whatever, you roll a dice for each point of damage you take. So for instance, you take like 5 damage, right? And your feel no pain is like a 5 up. So for each 5 up, you negate that point of damage. And since you took in 5 damage, you roll 5 dice. And then for each 5 up, you negate that damage. And this guy was rolling it as an extra save. So they got a third person to come over. Third person says, my friend was right. And they go that way. What up? What up, Theo? What dang, I think I need to start keeping literally a book to keep track of all you guys. I don't know if that's a weird way to put it, but like there's so many new people and old people coming in that I have no idea like who is who, so I feel really bad. But I think I recognize a lot of people. These new kill thing, I got Katie and Stealth Squad. Oh, those are cool. My friend was wanting one of those, but he has short-term memory. He has like bad memory, so he forgot to pre-order them. So I kind of feel bad, but like if he wanted them, he probably would have wanted to get them on his own agenda, but he didn't. So yeah, that's the one with the Red Terror, right? That's the one with the Tyranids and the guard, because he wanted the scouts because they can, I think they can relay orders or something, kind of like that. Took me 3 years minus 2 weeks to paint my army. Well, we all paint at different speeds and different levels, so that's a-okay. It is totally fine however long you want to paint it. I'm at the part where I just want to finish an army as quick as possible. So this one, how long has it been since I got my World Eaters? I think it's been about, it's been since September or so, actually. Last September I got all of them, and that was like a full like kitted out like 2,000 point army, by the way. And that took me about a month of painting to finish everything. That included Angron and a Forge Fiend too, and then like 20 Berserkers, 8 Bound, and then a couple other characters, and then 10 Jackals. So everyone does it very differently. So don't you worry about that part. Totally okay. Totally okay. However much you want to, however long it takes you to finish an army, is that's what I'm trying to say. You don't have to rush about it, or as I do, because I want to be done and then buy another army, which I usually do. And my friends are like, yo, you gotta finish like your first army to paint though. I was like, I just did though. I just painted another army. It's like, well, yeah, that's totally fine. All the recent stuff has been the pain known as Thousand Suns. Oh, yeah, I have been there and done that. The Thousand Suns were the first army I ever painted, and they're a big pain to do. I think each Rubric Marine, if I wanted to calculate how much hours it takes to paint one, I think it took me 8 hours to paint just one. It sucked. Then Goofy, you asked how many armies I own. I own currently 5 for Aegis, 5 for Warhammer 40k, and then 3 for Warhammer Age of Sigmar. So I own Thousand Suns, I own Dark Angels, I own, what is it, World Eaters and Blood Angels, and I own Chaos Space Marines, which I haven't painted yet. And they're gonna be painted as Iron Warriors. Keep their orders indefinitely. Okay. Oh, is that like the Casterkin? Or do Casterkin get 2 orders? I can't remember which one's which. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, they keep their orders. Yeah, that's the scout. You're right. Okay. Yeah, Casterkin are pretty cool too. But these scouts are like something otherworldly. Pretty but a huge deal. Yes. The Thousand Suns are pretty but a huge pain in the butt to paint. And then, oh, I don't know. Iron Within, Iron Without. Yeah, Iron Within, Iron Without. I think I would put Perturabo and somewhere in my top 3 par marks, so they're pretty cool. Except they're very bitter. I don't know. I think I'm becoming more like an Iron Warrior because I've become kind of bitter over the years, I guess. I think that's mostly on the tabletop side of things in real life, then it's okay. Phaedrus. Hi Phaedrus, how you doing? It's going good. I'm just painting, well, finishing some jackals. I got 10 of these guys to do. And I got 10 more to do. So total of 20. So I don't know what I'm doing, but it's gonna be done soon-ish. But yeah, I am going crazy because there's too many painting projects that I gotta do, and I keep getting sidetracked as well. So I need to stop getting sidetracked and finish my own personal projects. But for the past 2 weeks or so, I've been doing projects for like a friend of mine because I'm gonna go see him pretty soon, and his birthday is coming up pretty soon. So, yep, that is okay. My top 3 Primarchs. Oh, sorry, I got sidetracked. My top 3 Primarchs are in no particular order. I would go with Sanguinius, probably Sanguinius, Perturabo, and it's a toss up between Magnus and Angron. So yeah, I don't know who's gonna be like up there in my top 3 between Magnus and Angron, but they are pretty cool. Got some chaos vehicles to build. Ooh, nice. What kind of chaos vehicles are you building? You building Vindicators? You're building a Land Raider? Chill VTuber. Painting Warhammer Minis IP Rich? Really? Who are the other chill one? I might know them because I might watch them because the circle is very small. Horus, Dorn, and Alpharius. Oh, Alpharius is so cool. My boss, who I'm working for, also likes to play Warhammer, and he was telling me about the Alpha Legion during the Horus Heresy, and I kid you not, I was like having trouble following along, but all I know is that they are very, very cool in like 30k. I think the one thing that got me like very confused was that the original Alpharius found his brother Omegon, or whatever he's called, and then they swapped places. And Alpharius, the original Alpharius was the loyal one, and Omegon was the heretic one. So I don't know why the hell they swapped places, but basically the original Alpharius became Omegon, and then Omegon became Alpharius. And then when the Horus Heresy like took over, it was like blah blah blah. Omegon became a heretic and whatnot, and then shoot, see, this is the part where I get confused. But yeah, basically, the one who was behind the scenes, which is Alpharius, which is Omegon, decided to become like loyal or whatnot. I am Alpharius, but I don't remember the whole stick of it, but it was very confusing listening to what he was saying about it. But this was basically like a snippet from, what is it, the Primarch books for Horus Heresy. So I don't know how confusing that would be to just read the Alpharius book for that. But yeah. Yeah, Alpha Legion's very confusing, but very, very cool. Very, very cool. Oh, speaking of Swiggy, sorry. Let's see. Which one? What, Rhino and the Land Raider. Ooh, Rhino and the Land Raider. I like those two. Those are very, very good to do. Well, building the Land Raider sucked, by the way. I hated building that thing. If you want me to build another Land Raider, I will never, ever do it again. Because of how bad the kit was. Did you build the Land Raider, Phaedrus? Please tell me you're building it right now and tell me how it is, because when I built mine, it was like awful. The Gotarabo, the Khan, and Korax. Really, Uncle? Really, really. Also, how you doing, Uncle? How you doing? Doing good, I assume. Building all of those Warhammer models or painting. But I'm calling you out, Swiggy. Which other like Warhammer VTubers do you like to watch? Because I think out of how many are there, the big ones that I like to watch, I like to watch the ones from Glitch Stars. I like to watch, again, think people like Gremlin May, and then there's a couple more. I guess Froggy. I was planning on getting a Redeemer one. They look cool. They do look cool, but considering the kit is really old. Oh, Mishmash. Sorry. Okay, Swamp Crap. Okay, I know Mishmash because he did like a collaboration with Miwa and Swampcraft. That sounds familiar actually. I think I should know who Swampcraft is, but I actually don't know for sure. And Paul is bad at stuff. Yeah, Paul is bad at stuff. Yeah. Paul is bad at stuff is cool. There's too many cool people to watch. I can't keep watching all of them, which is a good thing and a bad thing in itself. Not building it. Gotta do the Rhino first, since I built one before and should be quick. Nice. That's very good. The thing with the Lion Raider, I didn't like building it because it's an older kit like the Rhino. Plus, I think putting it together was the hardest part because making it fit together is kind of rough. I don't know what a better way to explain it is. Magnus, Vulcan, and Sanguinius. Dang, you just like all the nice people, Theo. You just like all the nice Primarchs. Well, to a certain degree, Magnus is nice, but he's kind of arrogant. To a certain degree. Bottom 3 Primarchs, including the missing ones. Mine are Paris, Fulgrim, and Horus. Ooh, bottom 3. That's a good one. Let me think. I know I have some who are bottom, who I don't like, but that's because I either don't know too much about them or I hate their guts. Let me think. Who don't I like? Ooh, did nothing wrong. He even admitted himself. Yeah, he did nothing wrong. He was supposed to do nothing. He did it wrong, kind of deal. Okay, let me see. I think for sure it will be Lorgar and Fulgrim. I really don't like both of them. And then for the third one, I'm trying to think who I actually really don't like for the third one. Oh, Doran. I don't like Doran. Yeah, I don't like him that much. I'm so sorry, but like as a fellow like Iron Warriors I guess loyalist, Iron Warriors loyalist, I do not like Doran. I tried reading some of his stuff and I was like, I cannot like him. I don't know. He feels really uptight, which I don't like. I don't know if that's just a me thing, but he feels really uptight. He's very dry. Yeah, he's very dry. That's one way to put it. Like stones, exactly. I was gonna say Ferris Manus, but like there's nothing about him. Like there's literally nothing about him that you can hate except that he's dead. Like, I don't think there's a lot of people that like Ferris Manus because there's barely anything about him. That's his claim to fame. Yeah, Ferris Manus is literally him just being dead. First to die. Well, first to die according to records. Because then you gotta think about the 2 missing legions, which no one really knows about. Right? No one knows about the 2 missing legions. Except for the Primarchs themselves, which no one really knows. I meant Heresy. Oh, the Heresy, yes. In the Heresy, he is the first one to die. Oh, I do? Oh, do you now? Do you know Phaedrus? Do you know who the missing Primarchs are? You gotta share with the rest of the class. You gotta share. I know things they're special interests of mine. Are you just literally a Harlequin or something? Harlequins somehow know basically everything and then never tell anyone. So I don't know if you're telling the truth or not. I'm like full of Ferris because unless I'm missing something, but like Fulgrim tried to kill and turn him before Esteban and Ferris didn't warrant anyone unless I'm missing something or he couldn't. I don't know too much about Ferris, so I can't really tell you. I'm sure someone else in chat could tell you. If you're wondering, I think this is YouTube chat right here, and this is Twitch chat. So there's 2 different chats. If you guys are who's new here, these are what is what. Maybe I should show you guys what is what at some point, but I think people have figured it out. Subject 11 under the palace. And I like to think it's the hidden body of the 11th primary. Isn't there a lot of stuff under the palace? Like, I heard that there's like a bunch of sleeper agents from the Alpha Legion under the palace. And then if you say like the keyword for loyalist, they are loyalists. If you say the keyword for like a heretic, they're heretics. So I literally have no idea what is what. Yeah, I think these guys are almost done. I think I'm just gonna add a highlight to like the skulls, and that's it. And I'm done. And then I'll paint 10 more of these guys. 10 more of like these jackals. Holy. Yeah, we're not gonna be done today. Every time I say we're gonna be done something, we're never done something. It's the way of a Warhammer hobbyist. You think you're gonna be done something in time? Hell no. Hell no. Did I grab the right paint? Yes, I did. It looks very similar to the ones. Okay, let's see. How much paint do I have? Okay, that's quite a bit, but that's fine. How many skulls are in this guy? This guy has 4 skulls. The Imperium is strange. The Imperium is very strange. Also, I'm gonna use a painting handle. My hands are like not wanting to grip all of this. Oh, whoop. I should have gripped it like this. Yep, there we go. But yeah, one of my friends who's also getting into the hobby is wanting to play against me with his custodes. You guys think I have a chance against custodes as a Dark Angels player? I think I do. Honestly, I think I do. I'm so sorry to my custodes friend, but like I think I can take him on. I think I can beat him. Considering he is 0-3 in the Crusade, but I don't want to be too full of myself. If I'm too full of myself, I'm actually gonna lose. I wish you good luck then. I think I should do it pretty good, because every time... Okay, I kid you not, every time he deploys his like custodes, he has his Trajan and his Custodian Guard like up front, but behind no cover, and he gets shot off the board, and he's wondering why he's losing. Hopefully he'll figure it out pretty soon. If he doesn't, then that's a him problem. The 11th did something bad, but nothing is really known as to what earned him the title of the Purge. Ooh, maybe he should hang out with the Xenos races, probably. That is one thing I can think of. Let's see, I might should build 1k of Thousand Suns, not to paint them all. Ooh, hell yeah, 1k. That's a big feat, by the way. And painting all of them, it's gonna take a long time, especially if you're new to the hobby. I don't know what to suggest. I batch painted 10 Bruvik Marines at a time. I don't know what's gonna be like for you, if you want to batch paint or not. I think if you want to enjoy the hobby, you shouldn't batch paint. If you just want to paint to just chill out, just paint one at a time. But if you're painting for the sake of painting, sorry, for the sake of playing, so you want them like tabletop ready, then maybe batch painting might be a way to get them ready quicker. I don't know what other people's opinions are about that. But their Marine Legions roll into Ultramarines. Ooh, short story chamber at the end of Memories. Ooh, that is nice. Just paint whenever I feel like it. Really, I got a fair bit to do. 73 models to do. That is a lot of models to do, and I can safely say I did that in 3 weeks for like a buddy of mine, but they weren't as intricate as the 1,000 Suns, so it was pretty simple. But the way I painted my 1,000 Suns, since they were the first army I painted, I think it took me roughly how long did it take me to do all of them? Because I had this roughly the same amount of models you started out with. I think it took me about 3 months to paint everything, so that's kind of fair. 3 months to paint everything is probably a fair amount of time for something like the 1,000 Suns. This explains why Soul Drinkers were supposedly second founding champion had different gene seeds than Dorn. Ooh, that's interesting. Very interesting. Mine is across 1,000 Suns, Ultramarines, and Stormcast Eternals. Ooh, we got another Sigmar player. Hell yeah, Sigmar is cool. And everyone who says otherwise hasn't looked at the models for the Sigmar range yet. But Soul Drinkers, I don't know too much about the Soul Drinkers. I thought they were mostly eradicated, right? Right, Phaedrus are mostly eradicated, I believe, right? I don't know too much about them. Is that I think they got chaos corrupted, but they're also loyal. So they're chaos corrupted loyalists, and then I think one battle they got wiped out, I believe, but I'm not too certain about that. 213 subscribers is not acceptable. It should be 214. I'm okay with the subscriber count. Like there are times where I think it should be I can try to make it higher, but I think I am in an okay position, because if I think too much about it, I'm gonna get really, really upset for no reason. But yeah, it is okay. I'm totally cool with it. But the thing with Thousand Suns, I got stuff like Magnus. I did do Armin recently. Oh, really? Okay. The Armin, I think it took me quite a while to paint him up. Magnus took me, when I started out painting, he was probably the toughest one I did. And destroyed entirely, but happened repainted in the Ultima founding. Oh, that's super nice. That's super nice. I read that. Oh. Magnus was definitely the hardest challenge as a new painter. I kind of procrastinated a lot with him. Probably because the wings are probably the most intimidating part, but if you can master dry brushing, it should be pretty straightforward after that. But yeah, Swiggy, going back to the subscriber count, I think I understand why people, they want to get bigger and bigger and bigger, because they want to get like a following kind of deal. I think I'm in okay position, because if you really think about how often do I stream per week, I don't stream that much per week compared to other people. Like I think I just do 3 days a week, and then I wanted to do like shorts like 3 times a week, but I think I haven't gotten time to it, because one, I think my part-time job is taking a toll on me, and then the other thing is that I hang out with friends like every single weekend. I don't know how I hang out with friends every single weekend, but my weekends are so filled to the point that like by the time I'm done, I just want to like I just want to pass out in my bed. But yeah, hang out with your friends if you can. It's like it's a lot of fun hanging out with like personal friends and IRL friends. But yeah, I think I'm prioritizing other things other than my YouTube channel more, which is how I want to do things, I guess. Dry brushing isn't so bad. I'm used to it, but Archeon, hell yeah, Archeon is super cool. Dry brushing Archeon, I think did we have to shadow? Yeah, we did. He's just a big model. Like he's just big, and that's it. Like if you can paint him pretty good, then yeah, it's just pretty simple. I plan to hang out with friends as much as I can when I go for the summer. Yeah, exactly. That's the way I feel too, because I don't know what's it about it, because I think hanging out with friends is like a higher priority than a YouTube channel, which is fine. People think otherwise, but when you browse like I guess social media and like Reddit and whatnot, I don't how do I put it without sounding mean, but like a lot of people, it feels really bad, but a lot of people don't have a lot of friends or any. So in that way, they can put more effort into the YouTube channel kind of deal, right? If that makes any sense, right? I could be entirely wrong, but that's the way I see it. Like if you have like no friends to hang out with, or just like 1 or 2, you can probably make time for yourself per YouTube channel. Whereas as if you compare it to someone who has many friends, like many, I'm talking like a lot, like 10 or 20 or whatever, then they want to hang out constantly. They'll have many friends, but they mean the absolute world to me. And that's true, right? Are socially isolated. That is another thing too. Like for people who don't have a lot of friends, like they mean the world to you. It doesn't matter how many friends you have. It's just that they mean something to you, right? They definitely with mine, right? I have quite a bit, and they definitely all mean something to me. As I just hung out with them on the Sunday, like holy, that was so much fun. I didn't drink a lot though. My friends, the very easiest way to get together and do stuff is just drinking games, because there's like a lot of us. I think there was like 20-ish people there, and I knew basically all of them, and I think more than half of them I've known since like elementary or something. And if you think about it that way, and then you can assume that I'm like out of like college and whatnot, out of high school, I don't know, older than 18, that is a very long time to be friends with someone since elementary. And I don't know how the hell the friendship has lasted this long. It's very strange. It's very, very, very strange to me. But somehow we all have the same hobbies going out of like elementary. I think it was very strange that somehow we all ended up playing Warhammer. Well, majority of us, we somehow ended up playing League of Legends together. Very strange. We got into Magic the Gathering. We just got into every single nerd hobby, basically. Doesn't matter how long he had fun at the end of the day. Oh, hell yeah, I had a lot of fun. The funny thing is that one of my friends, he was the one living there, right? He's the one that invited everyone. He laid out like sunscreen for people, and it's like, hey, it's gonna get pretty hot here, so have some sunscreen. And I think a couple people did not put any sunscreen on. And oh boy, did they regret that. I think one of them got severely sunburnt on his arm. So we were supposed to have a Warhammer day, and he's telling me, it was like, hey, I can't do any like building or painting. I got like sunburnt on my arm, so I can't really move them. I was like, okay, that's fine. I can't really say much because I was really stupid as well, and I only put sunscreen on my arms and not my legs and face. So my face is kind of red right now due to the fact I was out in the sun for like 8 or 9 hours. And yeah, it's not bad, right? It's not bad, but yeah, I got sunburned, so it's like red. Sunburn. Canada has sun. Yeah, Canada has sun for like 1/4 of the year, and I just happen to be out in 1/4 of the year. I feel the pain too. Yeah. It's very easy to burn in Canada. Everyone's like kind of paley. Everyone's kind of pale, and they don't get sun for like 3/4 of the year. It's mostly cold and wet and snowing. Seek. Yep. But yeah, cherish your friends. You're gonna not be able to hang out with them as much as you want when you get older. It's still cloudy or rainy. Yeah, definitely. I think we have very similar weather to the UK, because I think one time it was sunny, and all of a sudden it was sunny and rainy. I was like, how the hell does that happen? And I guess it's like UK weather, where it's just like, yeah, I have to move to Poland because of the war, and don't even know where most of my school friends are right now, aside from knowing around the world. Honestly, that feels really, really bad, knowing that like you have to move away to Poland because of the war going on, and you don't know what happened to your friends. I never been in that situation, but I can sympathize with you. And sun attitude, we have a lot of sun. I guess so, since you're like in Australia. I'm gonna say that it's really, really sunny in Australia all the time. Because like what is it? Your winters are what is it? Our winters are your summers, because you live in the southern hemisphere. Oh, hello, Seer. How are you doing? How are you doing? We're just talking about friendship right now, because it's got I don't know. I'm okay with like sensitive topics. Like, I know some people aren't. So like, if people like we're talking about like a sensitive topic like friendship, or like some other like weirdly sensitive topic, like you can feel free to leave. But yeah, that's okay. If it gets to the point where it's like super sensitive, then like I'll have to say yes or no. You have one friend I know since before even starting primary school. About, yes, I have one of those too. We do have summer here in Canuckland. We definitely do. Working on some Slave to Darkness Chosen. Hell yeah, Slave to Darkness Chosen are really cool. They're basically Vanguard but without mounts. Yeah, primary school. I have actually one friend before primary school. It's something called preschool. I don't know what you guys call it in other areas of the world. But yeah, I think, yeah, my oldest friend, I don't talk to him a lot, but he lives literally like 2 blocks down. I think I've known him since like I was like 3 or 4. So it's been a while. I don't talk to him a lot, but he's literally lives down the street from me. So yeah. It's also nice when most of your friends who you went to elementary school with, it's like very weird because we used to all live very close to each other. I think at least how many people live really close to me? I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think 5 people whom I lived, who I went to elementary school with. We lived like a couple streets over from one another. Yeah. Mine was the same as Sear. There was preschool, and then once you enter primary school, which is elementary, you enter like K to 5, and then yeah, that's it. Preschool is not considered like schooling. It's just like, I guess like a daycare kind of deal. We call it preschool. But yeah, I think these guys are done. I think they look well, except for this one. This one's not done yet. I'm gonna do the shoes later because I'm lazy. But yeah, this is the basic color scheme I'm gonna go for with the jackals. I'm actually very happy that now 10 of them are done. And you know what? I have 10 more to do. And it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be very hard because I gotta pull them out now. Okay, let's see if I can pull them out. Alright. I'm gonna move these guys off to the side. Get out of here, jackals. In primary school 1 to 5, middle school 6 to 9, and then senior school 10 to 12. Yeah, it varies a lot. Mine was K to 5, then 6 to 8, and then 9 to 12. But I think for you, starving on, I didn't know about this until like later in life. But your public education, you're required to wear uniforms. In where I did schooling, we just wear whatever. We didn't have uniforms, so I think that's one difference. Oh, this guy's base is off. What the hell? Well, this sucks. He came off the base. I actually gonna have to super glue because that's like the 3rd time it came off, and I'm kind of done with that one. And yeah. But yeah, to catch you up to speed, Sear, I hung out with friends like pretty much like the majority of the weekend. It was a long weekend too. We were supposed to hang out yesterday, but it seemed like they got sunburnt. Well, one of them got sunburnt and they were all like hungover. So yeah, they couldn't really like play Warhammer or do some hobbying. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna paint by myself or like hobby by myself, and then one of my other friends' birthday is coming up, so I painted him Marnius Calgar, and here he is. This Marnius Calgar is beautiful, minus the fact that I can't paint the eyes, so you can't really see the eye, unfortunately. But let me see. Let me just like focus him up real close. If I can, there we go. That's way better. So you can kind of see Marnius Calgar. You can't really see his eye because it's like really small. I think it's less than a millimeter. I mess up on the basing, but yeah, he's very cool. I tried to do something different with the cape. It looks okay. It's not really the selling point of the model, but yeah, I think the selling point of the model is basically I think I put the most work on the gauntlets, which is kind of like sad thing to say, but the torso doesn't really do much about it. But yeah, I think I did the faceplate pretty good minus the eyelid, which is, I don't know if you can see. Let me just point to it. But basically, right here, it's super thin. So yeah, I think that my favorite part is his right gauntlet. His right gauntlet is probably the cooler one. I like that one the most. Because then you have Ultramarine and the flame symbols. You can kind of see it, yeah. But then you look compared to his left, it's not as intricate. Also, I just realized he has like kind of like a knuckle duster and like the gold skull, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, this is for a friend. His birthday's coming up. I think it's next week or somewhere along that line. But he's gonna get it in June because I'm gonna visit him in June. But yeah, that is what he gets. If the back of the goblet was visible from the front, you can see, so you can see the detail right away. Yeah, I know. You know, when I was looking at like the GW picture on the website, I was like, this model is like hot garbage. But then I look at it again, I was like, oh, this model is actually pretty cool. Because in person, it looks a lot cooler. Not gonna lie. Alright, then we got more... Oh god, we got more jackals to do. Save me. I need saving. I need so much saving from like painting so many jackals. I think this is like... I painted 20 so far. This is gonna be my next batch of This is my next batch of 10. So it's total of 30 jackals. I need so much help. Not gonna lie. I need a lot of help. Alright, let's get... Ow. I just hit my mic. Hopefully you guys didn't hear that. But yeah, I have a lot of painting to do still. I think after this, it'll be probably the... Sorry, the Iron Warriors have 15 Rubik Marines you do. 15? Okay, I feel a little bit better. I think the most I've ever batch paint... The most I ever batch painted was 60 at a time. I need to super glue these on. I just broke them off the base. Well, it sucks. Dude, 1 bit. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I wonder if you can get better eyes for Calgary if you golden maple syrup brushes. Yes, the golden maple syrup brushes. Sorry, I did see your message, Game Maniac. I'm so sorry. But do you mean like the Rosemary and Co brushes? Because I was talking to someone about them. And he was telling me that like I think he has never used Kolinsky brushes before, but he said Rosemary and Co is like really good. Honestly, Game Maniac, I don't know what bits do personally. I know they're just there for something, and I literally have no idea what they do. I'm so sorry. I don't know what bits do. Someone enlighten me about bits. Where I'm... They're cheap sable brush called Golden Maple? Really? Okay, I gotta look at those two. I have to look at those two. I need to look at cheap paint brushes. Bits are money? Oh, it's money. Dang. I don't know what to do with the money then. 4 to 5 in primary is 1 to 5 or 1 to 6. In middle school can be 6 to 8, 7 to 8. High school is 9 to 12, but rarely can be 7 to 12. That's kind of weird, 7 to 12. I've been learning about oil washes recently. Oil washes are super good. I've been using them, like test using them a little bit, but yeah, they're really cool. I'm gonna use them for my Iron Warriors probably. I'm definitely gonna be using them for my Iron Warriors. Bits are money. 1 bit is like not that much at all, like a couple cents. Dang. You know what would cost, like, you know, if we were living in the 1920s, a couple cents would cost a lot. So we gotta go back during the 1920s and spend all those cents. We can definitely get a lot out of that. Like, I think with a couple cents we were able to buy like a turkey. I think we need to build a time machine. Local art store where Quincy stable brushes are. Look at size 0 to 3. Take a couple that look like they have the best tips. Easy peasy. Yes, lucky knife. I need to find like a local art store for stable brushes or something like that. I think they're a lot cheaper than the GW brushes. Honestly, the GW brushes kind of suck. No offense to them, but honestly, going to the art supply artist store is like way better than buying like whatever GW is selling, because they're not that good. They're not that good. Especially the synthetic ones. I bought one synthetic one and it lasted me a week. That thing sucked. I think there is a purpose for synthetic brushes, but I don't know what's the purpose of a synthetic brushes for. Maybe for oil washes, but I'm not too sure. Thank you, Sal. And there's other streams who have discount deals on them, so save yourself in cash. Yeah, I need discount codes. Definitely. What's a size 3 Renaissance brush? It was only 4.5 euros and it lasts me half a year painting and still holds a perfect single hair tip. I like that a lot. like when you have like not cheap paintbrushes, then the tips last longer. Synthetic are fine for dirty, fast base coating, speed paints, and washes. That's what I thought too. That's exactly what I thought too. They're definitely used for that. I think I just used mine for like base coating, but now it's getting like super like, what is it? Super solidy. I don't know what to call it, but it's like getting really hard to paint with it. Pretty pricey, but they're a much higher sharpness and quality. They are definitely better in quality. I do like them. But I'm using a cheap $1 brush because, yeah, it's totally fine. It is totally fine if I use a cheap $1 brush for just painting shaft units. Got a vendetta against Fulgrim pink. The point I swapped from pink to blue for my Tyranids with membrane color. It was awful, or I selected both. I think the thing when you're using different colors, I just learned this yesterday, but when you when you add water to them or try to thin them, I think each paint you need different kind of like amounts of water for it, because sometimes I guess if it's a lighter color, you want to not thin it as much as you want. You just want it a little bit less water or whatever it is called. If that makes any sense, because I think each color needs like different amounts of like thinning for it. If that makes any sense, because I cannot speak English, and English is my first language. Every paint acts differently. You kind of just need to remember how they act. That is very true. That's what I'm trying to get at. That is exactly what I'm trying to get at. They all act very differently, which is why I'm wondering like why this yellow paint isn't working. I was like, oh, I didn't like I'm using it as like another different color. White covers the worst, and yellow then red. Yeah, you gotta thin your reds and yellows differently, and whites, and then they're gonna work a lot better. A set of stable brushes just under $50 with discount codes. Convert that to whatever currency you use. That's honestly pretty good. That's pretty good. I just need to I need to save up money for good brushes at this point. I think I spent a lot for more boxes for my armies, and then another, I think it was like a cover for my carrying case, because I'm worried about people looking inside, because I'm gonna be traveling for a tournament pretty soon for Warhammer, and I'm not driving. I'm getting my friend to pick me up. So I'm traveling. I don't know how to say it without doxing myself, but basically it's like not airplane, it's not cars, it's another thing. And I'm gonna be in like a public transportation. Yeah, I'm gonna be in public transportation. So I gotta be careful when people look inside my case, because I don't want them to know. Trains, I guess you can call it a train. Like, if I actually say it, then it'll be very obvious. Very well, that could be it too. Moose? Yeah, it's a moose. I'm definitely traveling by a moose. Yeah, people, if you're wondering, people do domesticate moose, but because their energy needs are so high, like, they're gonna die in captivity. Sable's doing a sale right now too, so might want to get a set to now. I just spent a lot of money recently. I don't know if I can. You're making me spend more money. I'm gonna be literally maybe home. No, I'm kidding. I won't be homeless, but I'm gonna be really broke if I do that. Gotta wait. I gotta wait. I gotta wait so badly. There's so many things I want to get, but I need to not spend a lot of money anymore, because I just spent a lot of it within the past like month. Within the past month it was really bad, but it was all for good things. And I'm not talking about Warhammer specifically. I'm talking about like actually things I need. Moose sounds so scary. Don't get people being scared of Australia when you have furry tanks roaming the tundras. We have a box with the right tread and no roof. Honestly, that I feel bad for you. Oh, a box with the right tread and no roof. Oh, yes, I am fast. Hell yeah. I thought you meant you're missing something. I was like, I would have been wouldn't feel really bad if you were missing something out of your box. All right. I just realized we're literally on the first one of the another 10 we're doing. Yeah, moose are very scary. They are, I don't know, they're very aggressive, especially the bulls. I never faced a bull moose before, but they will literally charge at you for looking at you the wrong way. From what I've heard. And then the females are like just as bad too, but like, yeah. Yeah, moose are just terrible. Went crazy though, not gonna lie. The Iron Warriors are pretty crazy. We're gonna do nothing for millennia, and then we're gonna siege every single planet that's like makes a Congo line to Terra. Oh, I need to ask my friend, like, if he actually... I want to ask my friend if he wants to play, like, a game on stream with me. That'll be pretty fun, because he's one of the few people I know that I told him that I stream, and I don't know if he would be interested in playing, like, a game live stream. The only problem is that he might say my name, I might say his name, so it's like a, I don't know, a win-lose situation. So it's like whoever says their name first kind of loses. So we gotta be careful. Moose live in the forest, can surprisingly be hard to spot in dense bush. Yes, they are very hard to spot. I've never seen one close. So I decided the Iron Warriors decide be a part of his plan. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, my lore knowledge is very lacking, by the way. I literally just paint and play the tabletop. And then occasionally watch videos about the lore. I am I'm very not up to speed with the lore. I have you guys for that. I definitely do have you guys for that, for the lore. On-stream Warhammer would be pretty sick. It would be pretty sick. The only thing is that it would have to be on Tabletop Simulator. So yeah. This is why people like me exist. Hell yeah. How hard are they to spot? They're huge. Ooh, that is an interesting question. I'm gonna assume that because they kind of blend in with their surroundings a lot, they have like some sort of like camouflage. I think a lot of animals have camouflage, or to some degree. To some degree they have it. So they could definitely blend in to like the dense forest. Threatened by once it backed away slowly and got out of there. Ooh, you are definitely braver than most. That sounds scary. I think I find moose scarier than a bear, like a black bear. Grizzly bears probably not. Grizzly bears are like really scary. If you ever, yeah, grizzly bears, I would never ever want to just like walk around them. They're not chill. They're definitely not chill to be around. Like, you can be chill around a black bear, except for like the ones with cubs, but you can't be chill with like any amounts of grizzly bear, I believe. They will just literally try to bluff charge you all the time. Yeah, don't run away from a bear. That is a bad thing to do. They will see you as food. Black bears are adorable. They are, except for the ones that have cubs. Don't mess with those ones. Yeah, there have been stories about people messing with bears with cubs, and it sucks. I mean, for both people, because I think they usually get mauled because they're dumb. You can't see more than a few meters. Oh, really? Dang. I don't know where exactly you live in like Canada, but it sounds pretty bad. By pretty bad, I mean like probably the northern parts. It's like you don't mess with people's kids. Yeah, don't mess with people's kids. And yeah, don't mess with people's kids. They will mess you up, no matter where you are. Just think of my work shed, and I was like 20 meters away. Your cousin was mauled by a bear? Oh my god, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah. Don't mess with bears. Literally, like, you think they're cute and cuddly, and then they do that to you. I don't know what it's like in Australia. What like all the poisonous whatever it is there, but yeah. Does Canada have polar bears? Yeah, we do have polar bears. Yeah, we have them mostly in the northern parts. I think. What territories are they from? I think none of it, and then like the Northwest Territories and the Yukon Territories. So the very north part of Canada is where you'll see like polar bears. I think sometimes they come down, but very rarely they'll come down. I think the only reason they come down is for food. That's kind of just it, and that's on very rare occasions. But yeah, the very northern parts of Canada, we have like all the polar bears. Yeah, we technically do have all the polar bears. One of my friends' family members went to go see like sightseeing for polar bears. That was very interesting. They liked it though. Northern Ontario? Oh really? Northern Ontario, you see them? Dang. Well, I don't live on the East Coast, so I wouldn't know any better. Freehanding banners sounds like awful amounts of time. You're not a person to them. You are dinner. Yep, polar bears will actually attack you. They're really big too. Really big. I live in the capital. Ooh, capital. Oh, capital Ontario. Okay, sorry. I meant why was I thinking capital of Canada? When you say capital of like Ontario, that is, hold on. I should know this. I feel really bad. I want to say it's Toronto. The national one. Oh, the national one. Okay, yeah, I know that one then. Ottawa. Yes. Yes. You know what's really funny? I was watching a Warhammer video about Ottawa. It was basically this guy from, I guess, a channel called Art of War, and he was playing like a tournament in Ottawa, and he was telling me it was actually explaining about how he brought Angron into his tournament and how he kind of won with it a lot. I love Angron for the World Eaters, except his rules are kind of like poo, but he is very fun to run because he kills everything. It's been so long since I've actually had to remember what is what in the provinces and territories of Canada. And do I feel bad about it? Kind of. Except for maybe Quebec. Quebec, I don't really know much about it. But we probably don't care about Quebec anyway. Because they screwed over Warhammer players in that no one could get Warhammer Plus. Quebec is barely a part of Canada. You're not wrong. No offense to any people who are from Quebec there. No offense to you guys. But yeah, I think I need to stop painting models for my friends and actually start painting my own models, because a lot of them have been asking me to paint for them recently. Quebec's capital is Quebec City. Oh shoot, I actually don't remember that. Shoot, I'm so dumb. I actually thought it was like Montreal, but Montreal's just a big city. Let's see. Okay, I need someone to quiz me about the capitals of like each like province and territory, because I am so bad at it. Okay, let's start at left to right. So we're gonna start at the west coast to to the East Coast. Okay. Starting from the West Coast, which is BC, which is British Columbia, is Victoria. Yeah. And then Alberta, it's shoot, this one's tough. It's Calgary. Yeah, that's what I think. And then after that is Saskatchewan, I believe, which is Saskatoon. And then Manitoba is Winnipeg. Then it's Ontario, which is Toronto. And then after Ontario, it's Quebec, which is Quebec City. The Newfoundland and Labrador. What is the capital of Newfoundland and Labrador? Actually, don't remember. I hate this. I hate this so much. I don't remember anything. I don't know anything about like Eastern Canada. Yeah, I don't know. I actually don't know. I hate myself. Edmonton. It's Edmonton. Why did I think Calgary? I keep messing up. Okay, that's 1 point deducted from me. I'm so sorry, whoever lives in Alberta. But honestly, what is there to do in Alberta except for like the Edmonton Mall? I actually don't know. Okay, deduct points for me. I'm so sorry, people who live in Alberta. It's been a very long time since I had to actively remember the what's his face? Calgary into a capital. The GW exec must be sown with bananas. No, you know what? They have to trademark the city, right? They gotta trademark it. Hello Sleepy, how you doing? We're just talking about the capitals of like each province and like territory of Canada, and I already butchered it already with Alberta's. Okay, Nova Scotia. Oh, sorry, not Nova Scotia. Newfoundland and Labrador. I have no idea. Nova Scotia, I have no idea. PEI is Charlottetown. And then New Brunswick is... What the hell is New Brunswick? Oh my god, I'm so bad at this. All I know is like the province and territories, and I don't remember their capitals. Vancouver is the capital of BC. Is Vancouver's not the capital of BC? No, it's definitely not. It's just like the biggest city on like the west coast of Canada. Okay, yeah, I actually don't know what the capital of New Brunswick is. Victoria for BC. Yep, definitely Victoria for BC. What's the capital for the territories? Yellow. What is it? The Northwest Territories is... Honestly, I don't even know anymore. I don't even know if they have like... I know one of them is Yellowknife. Oh, I was about to say Yellowknife. Okay. You got me. And then Yukon Territories and none of it. I have no idea. I literally have no idea what their capitals are. You guys must hate me. My geography is so bad with Canada. It's so bad. You guys, I'm very dumb. Prince Edward Island is Canadian. Yes, Prince Edward Island is Canadian. That's where all the farmland is. That's where a lot of... Are there potato farmers on Prince Edward Island? I think they are potato farmers. Yukon is Whitehorse and none of it is... What the hell is none of it? I've never heard of that. I don't want to... How do I pronounce that name? Equalut? Shoot, it's like a First Nations pronunciation. I'm so sorry. I know at least one of you is First Nations because I don't want to say it because it might be very offensive. and I don't want to say it. I actually don't. I actually had to take a class about like how to speak with First Nations as part of my program. And the one thing I remembered pretty fondly is don't mispronounce the names. If you don't know it, don't pronounce it. If you mispronounce it in front of them, ooh, you're gonna be in for a world of hurt. So that's why. Sorry, it's just like kind of ingrained to me that when you mispronounce the First Nations names, it is very bad. It's very, very bad. For the Richten, I knew it started with an F. I just didn't know what it was. Honestly, I don't know anyone. Actually, no, I knew one person who was from New Brunswick from high school, and that's about it. I was only ever one person I knew from New Brunswick. Yeah, I don't even know what there is to do there. It's very small. It's very, very small. But the smallest province is definitely Prince Edward Island. You just say sorry. If that isn't good enough, then that is then a problem. We have a lot of Aboriginal towns and places too, like Wagga Wagga, which is pronounced Wogga Wogga. Oh yeah, Australia does have First Nations. Yeah. I remember now. It's different. You just say sorry. If that isn't good enough, then that's a problem. That is also very true. That is very true. That's just a them problem. True. I've had to work with First Nations for some consulting purposes, and to be very vague about it, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. It is what it is. That technically, it's not bad. Most Aboriginal languages are really hard for English speakers to pronounce. That is true. That is true. And originally for First Nations languages, right? Most of the time it's not a written language, it's just spoken. And then when you convert it to written, it is very hard to understand. It is freakishly hard to understand for a weird reason. Yeah. First Nations people are cool. I have a couple of friends who are First Nations. They're very chill. I think one of them is into Warhammer, who might play Warhammer with a lot. But yeah, for whoever is First Nations, wink wink, don't say which nation you're from, because that is literally doxing. That is literally doxing yourself, because it's small. It's a small. It's very, very small. When you take status cards for tax exemptions, the expiration dates on the card doesn't matter. Status number doesn't change. Oh, really? I think my friend did tell me about that. He did tell me that, like, if you buy... One of my friends, he usually buys alcohol, and he's, like, from, what is it, a reserve, right? And he doesn't get paid tax on it. So, yeah, there's also that. Also, yeah, I don't live near a reserve so I can get away with it. Ooh. Yeah, don't say never ever say what First Nations you are from, because that's like really bad. You only have 12 still consistently taught Aboriginal languages, 100 endangered, and we think at least 130 lost. That is a lot. That is a lot. Yeah, a lot of First Nations languages are dying. Well, considering the history of Canada with residential schools, then yeah, it's really bad. It's really, really bad. I don't know what Australia's history with First Nations are, but it's probably on a similar scale. I won't really get too in-depth to it, but it's like super bad. Because I don't know how sensitive people are on stream to it, but yeah, it's absolutely horrible. Like really, really bad. But anyway, other than that, let's stray away from that. But it has gotten better within the past couple of years, so that's fine. But yeah, anyway, so about Warhammer, I'm painting up these jackals here, and I'm probably gonna like rip my hair out because of how many I have to paint. And yeah, I'm on to this is my how many are there now? I don't remember anymore. Yeah, I lost track. I literally want to throw these models across the wall, but they cost too much that I'm literally gonna be doing myself a disservice because yeah, they cost too much money. Yeah, okay, I remember now. I'm painting my 10 man here, and this is gonna be in total 30 jackals I painted. There's way too many. And also, I snapped 2 of them off the base accidentally. I don't know how I snapped them off, but I'm gonna have to super glue them later. Like, okay, literally there's only one point of like contact for them, which is like one single foot. I tried to glue it like normal dudes like cultist mobs or the mutants like Zangors. They are cultist mobs. The only difference is that they have these things in their backpack. I don't know what it's called, but it literally injects them with like chemicals, and they got supercharged. It's like the if you ever watch Arcane, they're like the chem tanks. You got your first display piece, and I'm so excited to paint it eventually. Let's go. Let's go. Display pieces are cool. I don't think I have the patience to do a display piece because it takes too much time, and I'm only in it to play games. I need to paint just to play games. I'm trying to sell up my gray in my local 40k Discord. Ooh, that is... I don't know how to think about that, but that's... I painted off my... I got rid of my Tyranids because I didn't want to play anymore, so it's better than just them sitting there in your basement for days or months or years. So you gotta get rid of them, get money back. But you know, this is really funny. I got rid of my Tyranids, right? And I know at least 2 other people that got rid of their Tyranids. So it's total. So 3 people got into Tyranids and then sold them. And then recently, a 4th friend of mine, he's like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna get Tyranids." I'm like, "Oh no, it's gonna be the same situation again." So I don't know how much I'm gonna bet he's gonna get rid of Tyranids, but probably not. So we'll have to see. Because if he does, that's the 4th person I know who's gotten into Tyranids and is potentially gonna get rid of them. So yeah, I don't know. I do not know if I can recommend Tyranids or not after knowing at least like 3 people, including myself, that has gotten rid of them at some point. My prime minis are staring into my soul as if that will help them. Yeah, I don't think staring at your minis is gonna help you finish them up or whatnot. Get bash a space wolf head, take your last and chop a shield in half and axe Abaddon's base. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. There's too many of these guys. Way too many. But after this is done, back to Iron Warriors to paint. I primed them all. Primed up all the Iron Warriors. I just need to finish all these jackals and then we can get to it. And then I'll be sitting here for a couple months. I glued a Ripper to the knife of my combi lieutenant and it looks cool. How does a Ripper look connected to a combi lieutenant? I'm just curious. Like a part of a Ripper swarm, right? How does that look? I messed up. I messed up this one. How much paint do I have? Oh, I don't have a lot of paint left for the Iron Warriors colors. I also need to switch brands of paint pretty soon, but it's kind of hard to swap to a different brand of paint when you bought a lot of Citadel paints already, so that's kind of rough already. Currently primed black, but eventually it looks good. Yeah, usually when you start the process of painting and you look at it, it's like, man, this looks ugly at the beginning. But once you finish it up, it looks really good. Usually every finished model looks good. Oh yeah, speaking about Abaddon, Sleepy, I was considering adding Abaddon to my Chaos Space Marine army, even though it's painted Iron Warriors. And my friend stopped me from buying it, probably because he's like, "Hey, I have one. Do you want to try it out in the game?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, I do." So I'm not too sure if I'm ever gonna add Abaddon to my army of Chaos Space Marines. But if they add Perturabo, then I don't need to buy Abaddon. As simple as that. You can get Kit Bash and Abaddon too. Yes, I can definitely Kit Bash and Abaddon. Can definitely Kit Bash. Well, I did paint Gilman up for a friend, but you know, I can just keep it for myself. Yeah, he hasn't actually paid me for it yet, but yeah, that Gilman could be mine. But no, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding there. I kind of need the money for that Gilman though. From that Gilman. Oh yeah, did I talk about this already? Warhammer Skulls is coming this week or so, but I don't think I'll have any time to watch it with... I don't know if I want to do watch along with Warhammer Skulls. And even if I did have time, I probably wouldn't be able... Actually, I'm going to be working that day, so even if I did have time, I don't know if I can do a watch along of it. With a big sword power claw with a wrist-mounted storm bolter on a bigger base. Or is Warhammer Skulls. Warhammer Skulls is like a showcase for Warhammer games that it's kind of like E3 but only for Warhammer games. Jackals are just jacked up dudes. Hell yeah, they are. They're literally just jacked up dudes. Yeah, but it's like Warhammer Skulls is like an event where they showcase like all the new Warhammer games coming out and then like new things coming to existing Warhammer games. So like for Space Marine 2, I'm certain that they're gonna showcase the new patch 13 for Space Marine 2. I'm 100% sure that's what they're gonna do. And they're probably gonna showcase more of Total War Warhammer 40k, definitely. But yeah. Warhammer Survivors, that Skull's not gonna lie. Warhammer Survivors? Oh yeah, that one. It's like Vampire Survivors. Yes, yep. That would be very, very cool if they do that. Yeah. I was talking about this earlier in the stream, but I think a couple of like VTubers I watch, like corporations or so, they've gotten sponsorships for watching Warhammer Skulls. So I think 2 of them are gonna be doing Warhammer painting within this week or so. So I'm gonna be very happy to see that. And yeah, I don't know if you guys are very much into Hololive / Holostars, but I'm very much into that. So I'm gonna be watching some of their streams. I wish Space Marine 2 had like subclasses for his classes like TF2. That would be so cool, but they don't have subclasses. Oh, Lamal? Yeah, Lamal. Yep. I saw one of their schedules. It's like, yeah, I got sponsored for watching Warhammer Skulls, and then they are gonna be painting some minis in the next like week or whatever. I think one of them has settled on doing Tyranid, so I'm like, oh no. But it's whatever. Yeah, I get to see more Tyranids being painted or built. So it's gonna be something to see. You probably... hopefully you guys know who I'm talking about. Probably not. Space Marine class is a subclass of Space Marine though. Hell yeah, they are. Do any of you guys play... Sorry, side tangent to Warhammer. Do any of you guys play like Space Marines on the tabletop? Like Ultramarine Space Marines? Like Blades of Ultramar? I mean, there is perk builds. Yeah, there are perk builds. There are definitely perk builds. I think one of them was basically just like jump pack and then like maximizing jump packs. Hey, what's up? What's up, big brawler? Why am I working? I am working on painting some jackals. They're very cool. These are gonna be from my World Eaters, but I don't think I'll need 30 of them. 30 sounds like a lot. But that is also maximizing the amount of units I can have for jackals. Actually, no, not really. No, not really, because you can have 20-man units of jackals, right? I'm pretty sure you can double up on it. Dark Angels. Ah, no. I need okay, that's okay. I was talking about like Ultramarines because I wanted some advice on how to play Blades of Ultramar for Ultramarines. Well, not for me, it's for a friend because I want to understand how Blades of Ultramar let's play. No, basically learned all captains were named and had characters and made my own Ultramarines. Yep, that's true. No, not yet, but Maid Marines are Ultramarines proxies, so I'll have 2k of Gravis and Girly Man of Calgar. Okay. That's the advice I was trying to ask for. Sorry, I should have been more specific. How do you play Calgar with like a big brick of aggressors is what I'm wondering. I'm just wondering how you play it because one of my friends plays that like strategy with Calgar with aggressors, and he's wondering if he should push up or not with those aggressors and Calgar, or should you push up with him, or should you like stay in the back line and be like castle them kind of deal. Play crap world. Ooh, Eldar Vestroyan Firstborns. Ooh, so you got the Vestroyan like metal like models recently? Hell yeah! All mine are all in metal. Hell yeah! Oh, getting all those Vestroyans must be really cool. Will all be metal? Yeah, they're all metal. All the Vestroyans are made in metal. Man, you're like probably the second person I know that likes Vestroyans. My boss likes Vestroyans, so I think he was the biggest order the last time they did the made to order versus for Vestroyans. He was like the biggest order in Canada. Now Vestroyans were new when I bought them. Oh dang, you must be really old then. I'm so sorry. I just called you out. Whoa, there's two people who were there for when Vestroyans were originally out. Dang, you've been in this hobby longer than I probably been alive then, maybe. Biggest order of what? Back when Vestroyans were like, I think it was a couple years ago when you're only 36. Okay, you're not that much older than me then. You just call random guy old? Well, I was right on the money. It's okay. It's okay. At least I'm not calling people unk. That's like too much for me. But yeah, going back, my boss placed the biggest order of Vestroyans back then when they were like made to order before this one was. So that was a couple of years ago. Right on the money there, 36. Ooh. Honestly, I think I have like relatives and I have cousins who are a lot older than me, so that's okay. You are not that old, but you're so old. I guess in the grand scheme of Warhammer, I think it's like right in the middle. I don't think 30 is that old for like a Warhammer player. It's probably like still like pretty young. Everyone that I've met who's playing Warhammer, who's been in it for a while, they're like in their 40s or 50s. So that's pretty old for Warhammer at that point. But you gotta remember, I guess in the early 2000s, I don't think it was very common for young adults to play with their mini plastic figures in the early 2000s. It was there, yeah. Orcs and Goblins rated. Oh, Ozna. Ooh, thank you. I got raided by a person. Thank you. What were you guys doing, Ozna? Were you also painting some Warhammer, or were you also... What were you guys doing is what I want to ask. I got called an old soul for wanting to use the self-serve machines and wanting to order the counter at Macca's. There is nothing wrong with ordering at the counter. I still do it from time to time, ordering at the counter. I don't understand why people get made fun of for ordering at the self-serve machine. Sometimes when I order at the self-serve machines, they literally like do not work that well. Like one time I was ordering and I ordered for like what's it called, to go, right? And they didn't charge for the bag, so I had to ask them to charge for the bag, and so they gave me a bag, but they had to charge me more money for it. Hello, Ozna, how you doing? How are you doing? Were you also painting? What were you guys doing? What were you guys doing? Were you playing a game? Were you painting Warhammer? Were you building Gunpla? Building two Titans. Two Titans? What kind of Titans? Oh, for Legion Imperialis. Okay, I thought you meant like for Apocalypse games. Because that would be insane. I've never played Legion Imperialis. That sounds like a lot of fun. I don't think I have any person who's willing to play Legions Imperialis. They mainly just play the main games. Painting a commission for a local Blood Bowl group? Hell yeah. Painting commissions are good. I thought I was gonna do painting commissions for people, but then I just kept... I think I'm just gonna do them for friends for the time being. Oh, hey Count Snow, how you doing? Long time no see. Just finished building one half of Death Rider boxes. I'm wondering how I should paint them. Ooh, interesting. Speaking of Death Riders, my friend is building those right now. Well, not right now, but yeah. Warhound Titan and also War Master Kono Clash Heavy Battle Titan. That's a lot of Titans I don't know about. I don't know too much about the Titan models. But yeah, one of my friends, he bought 5 boxes of Death Riders. He is currently he built the first box, and he built was it Lord Marshal Dreer, and now he's moving on to the second box. But the thing is that he is building only at my place, because I don't know, for some reason he's not able to build at his own place, which is kind of odd in my opinion, but he's building at my place. So yeah. That run flamers, move up the board into close range melee, but to go grenade launchers and storm bolters are more mid range and countering blobs with grenades. Okay, he's playing the latter option. He's playing with like grenade launchers and storm bolt gauntlets. So I guess that is the way he's playing, which is mid range countering blobs with grenades. Nice. Okay. I think he's playing it right then. Our Titans Forge World. Titans for the main game, which is 40k, they are Forge World, but if you're talking about Legions Imperialis, I believe they're their own like game. Been beat, done math nationals, speech now, to study for another exam and work on my last schoolworks. Besides that, been building 11th edition terrain. Let's go, stop motion, let's go. There are so many of you guys here today. Oh my god, there's so many of you guys here. What the hell is going on today? I leave for like the weekend and I come back to like a lot of people wanting to talk about Warhammer, which is great. Every single time. But the regular ones are resin. Yep, the regular ones are resin. They also cost like a fortune. Also been playing Warframe. Let's go, stop motion. What Warframes have you been playing? I used to play that game quite a bit, so I like to say I'm kind of knowledgeable. Can 3D print them super legal? Yes. There's so many rules and stuff I gotta learn with Legions Imperialis. I mostly got it so I can have like all the big vehicles ones in smaller epic scale. That's cool. If you like the Titans but don't want to spend the money on on the resin ones, then yeah, that's your best bet. Only have 26 hours on the game. Oh, so you're so pretty fresh then, huh? How many hours do I have on Warframe? I think I have about almost 700 hours on that game. I like that game a lot, but I think I played through the main story and completed all the main quests, so I don't think I have much to do other than getting mods, which is hard to get when you don't have a dedicated group to play with. But even so, people in that game actually don't min-max. I think the majority of the game, people don't min-max like the characters. People basically play to play fashion frame. So yeah. Ureli's cool. I don't think I've ever gotten Ureli. Min cooler row and now Veruna Prime. Now that she's out, hell yeah. Warframe is cute. You guys all like Warframe, dang. Well, I guess you guys have a lot in common with a lot of people playing Warframe. My top 3 would be Atlas, Chroma. I know Chroma is boring, but he's a dragon, and and Goss. Goss is like probably like my number one. Add Xenos to Legions Imperialis, like I get it. Horse Heresies on Marines, Orcs and the Cabal were in it too. Yeah, they should add more. Did you see my synthwave 80s rock inspired Prince Uriel? I think I did a good job. I have to look at that. I don't think I've seen it quite yet. Sorry, I've been like really busy. So if you posted it today, I probably haven't seen it. If you posted it a couple days or weeks ago, I probably haven't seen it either because I've been pretty busy running the Crusade game and hosting it. Just need to join the clan to get her parts and build her, then get a perfect load up for her in a prime form plus most skins. Ooh. Wait, can you actually get your relic from the clans? I can't remember. Because the only frames I get nowadays are just primes. Primes look very cool. Also, you technically don't need primes, but if you want like slightly higher power, then yeah, go for it. Also, times are a lot easier to get than the normal. If you consider Chrome, sorry, which prime was it? Okay, I remember now. You guys know Equinox? Building Equinox was like a hellhole. Like the normal version of Equinox was horrible. But the prime version is somehow a lot easier. I'm not familiar with Warframe. I'm so sorry, Big Brawler. We keep talking about Warframe. I'm really, really sorry. I understand what it's like to be in a situation where like you don't know anything about a topic and you just sit there. I like Mecha. I was raised on Battletech Mech Warrior and still my preferred big robot game genre. Oh, Mech Warrior is so cool. I don't know too much about Battletech. I've seen it at some stores, but I haven't really gotten to know a lot about it. Is it very similar to Mech Warrior where you just build like mechs and like outfit them with different weapons? I think the only couple of like Mech Warrior games I played was Mech Assault on the original Xbox, and then I think it was Mech Warrior 5 I saw my friend play, which was very, very cool to see. So I'm getting all of her. Hell yeah, really is cool. Everyone has their preferred frames they like to play to, which is for me probably Goss. And yep. You know, it's very strange because I play World Eaters a lot and like very melee heavy armies, and then when you look at my preferred frame to play in Warframe is very different because all he does is go really fast. Yo, you got this. Let's go, Stagbag. Welcome. Everyone joins the fight. Depends on the rule set. Alpha Strike is good. Classic is for unks and boomers that have a whole day to spend the game on. Ooh, I don't know what those mean, but rule set. Oh, rule set, Alpha Strike, and then Classic. Okay, I guess Alpha Strike is basically the fast game mode, and then Classic is like the normal game mode kind of deal. Which one is this one again? This one is number 3, I believe. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay, I gotta look at Discord. I want to see these synthwave things you posted, Count Snow. I gotta see this. Oh my god, so many messages. Okay, let's see. Oh, that is cool. That is really cool, actually. I like the Prince Uriel. I like it. I like it a lot. My friend's building. One of my other friends is getting into the Eldari Corsairs. He just got a bunch of them recently, so he was supposed to build them on Monday with me, but I guess he was too hungover. Yeah, he got Prince Uriel too. He got Karstedt. He got the Corsair Raiders and whatnot. So he has to just build them. Alright. Shoot, there's a lot of things going on now. Okay, that's good. That's very good. How many people? Actually, I need to check something. Oh, there's a lot of you guys right now. But yeah, everyone is like super good into painting their stuff when things are cooperating. Warframe, honestly, Warframe is one of those games where like compared to other like big games, this one is like really optimized. Like honestly, like when I had like a bad computer and whatnot, This was like a 2004 Dell laptop, and this game was just coming out, right? I was able to run Warframe in its early days on that 2004 laptop somehow. I don't know how the hell I was able to run it on, but you don't need a whole lot to play. You don't need like a whole lot to play Warframe. The game is like really optimized. Gonna play a 1K game later this week against Knights. Let's go stop motion. Also stop motion. I don't know if you were there, but I beat the Jukari from my Crusade game. I was thinking about getting some Corsairs to get back into my Dark Angels army. The Red Corsairs are pretty cool. I don't know if I should get into them because I think I just like a lot of the Warhammer kits, so I need to slow down. I really need to slow down getting Warhammer kits because I literally just bought like 2 new full-size armies recently, so I need to work on those. But yeah, I think I went with the Iron Warriors instead for a new army. So yeah, Warframe is extremely optimized even today. Honestly, you can literally play that game on a toaster and it runs perfectly well. You don't need a whole lot. You can basically play it on a laptop with no graphics card and it runs perfectly fine. Bare minimum frames. Yeah, see? That's what I mean, stop motion. You can literally play it on like a 10-year-old laptop and it runs good. Even on the lowest settings. Like, that game is like super well optimized. What is Crusade? I thought the option new recruit and all things scared me. Crusade is like... Sorry. Crusade is a narrative, like, portion of Warhammer that you can play. So you can create your own narrative. It's like, hey, we're playing like the 500 worlds, and you have like opposing alliances, so they'll be battling out. It's like, okay, you can be like, what is your reason for attacking this planet that another player owns? And you can say like, oh, I just want to destroy it just because lols, you're chaos and whatnot. Like a campaign. Yeah, it's like a campaign, and you're creating like a story for it. So like, you're attacking planets. Like, what is your reason for being in this like Crusade campaign? What is your purpose? You just make something up. It's like, oh, my purpose for being in this campaign, because I'm playing Dark Angels, is like repelling the Xenos invasion, and also there's chaos too. So that's a reason. Or it can be like, oh, I'm hunting the Fallen for like your Dark Angels or whatnot. And then for like my orc buddy, it's like, oh, I'm just here for just like beating up everyone. Warhammer fan lore is actually interesting. Yeah, it's basically fan lore. It's basically fan lore. And the one I'm playing in revolves around the 500 worlds of Ultramar. Very, very, very funny. And so my last game was playing against the Jukari. Oh, bye stop motion. Have a good one. Have a good one. Stay safe out there. But yeah, my last Crusade game I played was against the Jukari, right? And I don't know what the narrative is, but basically I beat him up. But yeah, and then because I chose the mission for planetary bombardment, I bombarded his planet and then blew up his facility. So it's gone. He can't build there anymore. Yep. That facility is donezo because I bombarded the planet. Dimitri is trying to get it to run on an old Macintosh. Yes, the old Macintosh. The old colored Macintoshes, oh boy. It's not just one-off games, it's a series of games. Yes, that is very true. It's a series of games. We're running a shorter campaign, so we're running it in 3 phases. So that's a really short campaign. So yeah. You take a huge roster and make 2K lists to play rate. No, actually the minimum for playing Crusade is 1K. So yeah, we convinced a lot of people to play. We have about, oh god, we have so many players playing actually. In my little friend group, we have 8 people playing. What is it you play? I'm playing Dark Angels in my Crusade campaign right now. But outside of playing my Dark Angels list, I am primarily a World Eaters player. I am very much a very what's the thing called for those type of armies? A very aggressive army that likes to hit face. A very melee army. Hit hard and hit fast. Yes, that is the armies I like to play. I've been stalking for so long. Holy. I actually, You know what's really funny? I took this soda up from the basement and I forgot to drink it. It's literally to my left right now, and I totally forgot to take a drink. Yeah. Interesting detachments you like? Oh, detachments I like for the Dark Angels. I primarily just pick Wrath of the Rock. And for Wrath of the Rock, it works like this. So like when you target an infantry or mounted unit from your army, right? So if your opponent targets, let's say like an intercessor squad from my army, and he has higher strength than my toughness, he subtracts 1 from the wound roll, so it makes it very tanky. So you run a bunch of Deathwing Knights, primarily like 2 at least, and then they don't die. They actually don't die. I'm serious. Okay, I was playing one Crusade game against one of my friends, and he's running like Grey Knights, right? He had a Purgation squad, some Purifier, one Purifier squad, one Purgation squad, and one Dread Knight. And then the scheme of the game was that one objective, when you're on it, you subtract 1 from the hit roll. So basically, my Deathwing Knights tanked 3 units worth of shooting and melee, and they only lost like 1 guy. That's how tanky they were. 1 entire model died from just like shooting and melee from 3 units. It was super rough. Also, I got too much paint on my paintbrush. That really sucks, but also this is a $1 paintbrush, so I don't care too much. Oh yeah, Dark Angels are very cool. I thought I wouldn't like them, but I did. I really do, because they're basically, how I think about it is that they're like an anti-melee army in that they're extremely tanky and they have modifiers to make you hit worse. That is essentially what they are. But if you go with the Raven Wing half, then it's entirely different. It's very different if you go Raven Wing, which is basically all the bikes. But yeah, the Dark Angels Terminators are really cool. The Deathwing Knights are probably like one of my favorite units out of the game in the Dark Angels armies. But if we're talking actually, what is my overall favorite unit in the whole entirety of 40k? I'm trying to think. I'm pretty new to it, but I think when I first started out, the model that I liked the most, minus like characters, not including characters, I think it was basically the Rubric Marines. They were so cool. Also, they're like a hell to paint. They're like super hard to paint, which I don't like. But then they look cool. Basically, still brand new to side of 40k, but with the keywords and detachment systems. Yeah, it's gonna get a whole hell of a lot harder to remember them in 11th edition because they're adding more rules. Marines back in 7th and 8th, okay, Crimson Fist. I wouldn't mind playing Marines again. I enjoyed them. Marines are very cool. Marines are very cool. I know they're very basic and all, but they're also very easy to play. I don't know what the Crimson Fist like rules are, but they sound really cool. What was it, Pedro Cantor? Yeah, he's really cool. I don't know, it's weird because I think I like the Crimson Fist more than the Imperial Fist. Terminators have a special place in my heart. They are very cool. They are so cool. But I don't think I play with a lot of Terminators. Actually, yes I do. I actually do play with a lot of Terminators. I have, I think, a Terminator for each of my armies minus my World Eaters. I have the 8 down for them. I have, what is it? Looks like less adding and more streamlining. Yeah, it's more streamlining. It's definitely more streamlining for 11th edition. They changed how flying works now, which is nice. Norn Emissary is dope. Yes, the Norn Emissary is so dope. I sold my Tyranid army, and that was the one model I missed the most out of it. That was the Norn Emissary. It was so cool. Thank you, Dragdoon, for joining the Eternal Crusade. I hope you're a heretic enjoyer like me in Warhammer. It's going to be a very move speed and melee oriented, which is cool. Yes, my World Eaters will be very cool with the cleave keyword. Cleave sounds really cool. It's like blast but in melee. More aggressive Imperial Fist, yes. The more Drazar a lot. Drazar is very cool. I actually killed him in my game against Drukari and on the Saturday. Yep, I killed Drazar. He got godded by my Deathwing Knights very badly. I'm so sorry for my Drukari friend, but he asked for it running into my Deathwing. People he underestimated my Deathwing a lot. My Deathwing Knights. Like some Mark II Assault Marine Speed Iron Warriors Raptors. Hell yeah, you want the clean look. Yes, I do like that too. With a lot of new units shown that for 11, it's going to be yeah. Okay, wait, I read that already. I did read that already. Oh, speaking about 11th edition, I think I will actually be splitting a box with a friend for the Space Marines, because I do want a lot of, I think quite a bit of the Space Marine side, even though it's all just like, I don't know what I think about the Space Marine sides. It's all like not resculpts. What is it called? What's the phrase called? I don't remember, but they're all pretty much like existing units, but they've been redone. Yeah, redone units. Let's go with that. They're all redone. So yeah, that new librarian is gorgeous. Yes, it is very cool. I just pretty much want it for the Vanguard vets and the chaplain, and that's kind of just it. I'm so sorry, but the Space Marine side is kind of lacking of like new models. But yeah, I got mini rebar for adding trophy racks. Trophy racks, hell yeah! I think I need to keep a trophy rack for my World Eaters. I need to put skulls on that. The Gravis aesthetic. You're like my friend. He likes the Gravis aesthetics more than the Terminators. I don't know what the reasoning is. I think it's just like appeal. They look more tankier than the Terminator armor. They look more clean. I'm not too sure what the preference is there. Oh, is it actually kind of? Oh, it actually is kind of what is it? Blurry. There we go. I like torturing myself with schemes. Maybe Brazen Claw Space Marines. I don't know what the Brazen Claws color scheme is, but that sounds like a hellhole. I'm a fan of with the up armored look. Also, they're more bulkier. Okay. They're way more bulkier. I don't like Terminator purely because of the Storm Bolters. I hate them. Ooh, yeah, the Storm Bolters. I don't particularly like them that much either. They're okay. Not gonna lie. Also on tabletop, they kind of suck. They really suck. The only thing you're adding is more shots. So imagine having like 2 shots with no AP, and then once you're within half range, it's 4 shots, which do nothing. Oh, thank you, Sebastian. Yeah. Oh, hello there. Hello. I know you. You're the one playing with what's his name, Lee. Oh, there's more of you guys now. Thank you. I'm getting all the raids today. Where are you guys? Oh, no, I think I was checking you guys out. You guys were also painting some Warhammer too, right? Were you guys also doing? I think from what I remember last time, you guys were also painting Kriegsman and then Cathay, right? You guys are doing Cathay. Oh, thank you for the follow, Gun Potato. 15 heavy intercessors. I'm gonna pick up some more. Get back into new Gravis teams to make some Gravis captains. I do have one Gravis captain with me, but the thing is, the only Gravis unit I have is for my Blood Angels, which are the Eradicators. Quartered armor color scheme of blue and red. That is insane. That is insane for the brazen claws. That is so awful. Holy, half and half. Gotta bounce Noodle, have fun. Bye, Big Brawler. Thanks for joining in. We'll do more of these Warhammer painting streams. I think there's another one on the Friday, I believe, that I scheduled. My Gravis Marines have 40 heavy intercessors. How the heck do you... Wait, 40? Oh, because you're battle line. That's right. You can have more. You can have way more than that. That's insane. That is insane. But you know what? You do you. If you want to make something work, you just spam it, which is what I do. If I want Corn Berserkers to work, I'm gonna spam Corn Berserkers. If I want 8-bound to work, I'm gonna spam 8-bound. If I want my grot army to work for orcs, which I don't own, you spam grots. Put some Elder Titan in the Discord, go check it out. But I gotta check it out. Hold on, let me finish painting this axe and I'll check it out. Let's see. I gotta check out the Eldar. Eldar stuff is so cool. Under assault attachment, there's strength 5. Bolters go up to 6 within 12 inches. That is insane. That is insane. My friend, he runs the big blob of like Calgar and then 6 aggressors, 3 with the bolt storm gauntlets, and then he runs like 3 of them with the grenade launchers, and it's like a big pain. He runs them also with apothecary biologist, which is also insane. Okay, let's take a look. I gotta take a look at this Elder. Oh, this is cool. Big brawler. This is really, really cool. Wait a second. You look familiar, actually. Are you in some couple servers as me? Oh, you are! I do recognize you, Big Brawler. You are in Miwa Bell server. That's why I recognize you. It is good to see you, actually, because I actually lurk in that Discord channel a lot. Discord server. It's very, very good to see you. Some use want more shots to trigger dark packs. Damn right, babe. Yeah, let's go. Miwa is very cool, honestly. Honestly, I don't know if you're gonna leave pretty soon, but I was actually intimidated by her because I was scared by the Valley Girl accent. No joke, gotta bounce. Bye, Big Brawler. Also, hello Raiders. There's a lot of you. So there's Lee Honor, and then there's Sebastian. How do I shout out people again? I can't remember. I should have that automated. Just give me a second. How do I shout people out? I don't remember anymore. But go check them out. They're really cool. They're really cool. Slash shout out and then user. Oh, okay. Slash shout out and then. Okay, does this work? Hey, there we go. What's the other one? Okay. And then the other one. Here you go. I should have this automated. I think I should have this automated. It's a 2-minute cooldown. Ah, I hate this. But go check them out. They're really cool. They're really, really cool. Put your working progress sorcerer. I got... Oh, shoot. I want to see that too. Where is it? Wait. I see a sorcerer. Oh, I see. Oh, that is very grim looking. Wait, how'd you get that leg? That leg looks pretty cool. Is that from like a AdMech thing? That's a cool looking leg. Where'd you get? Where the hell did you get that one? Oh my god, there's so many armies. They're so cool. That's cool. Dark Angel's army. Dang, there are a lot of you guys. Dang, there are so many of you. Horus Heresy AdMech. I knew it looked familiar. I knew it was AdMech. I was like, this looks so familiar. Very, very familiar. I'm gonna paint this. Myrmidon Destroyer Host? Ooh. Man, it is so weird. I just, yeah. I'm gonna head out and play some Dead as Disco. Ooh, Dead as Disco. That sounds like a cool game. I don't know what that is, but that sounds really cool. Bye, Seer. Goodbye. Goodbye. Okay, yeah, I gotta figure out how to do the automated like shout out for people who raid in. I'm gonna have to search that up because I don't want to be the one typing it out. Because when I'm painting, it's I have an L-shaped desk, so I have to turn around and actually go to my keyboard, which is like over there and then down a little bit. How long have I been doing? Oh, it's been 2 hours. Wow. It doesn't feel like 2 hours, actually. It really doesn't. Almost knocked my water over. That would have been really bad. It would have been super, super bad if I knocked over my water. Remember time. Dang, you guys, it's so amazing to see like everyone else's like painted armies. It is so cool. I'm running. Okay, you know what was really funny? Because like my display case is like really full of stuff. It's full of like only like Warhammer models, and my mom was asking me, is like, "Hey, are you gonna buy another one?" And I was like, "No, I'm taking up a lot of space already." And she was like, "Maybe you should get another one so I can put my stuff in." And maybe, just maybe, I was considering it to get another display case, but I don't want like the glass ones. I want like the wooden ones, which are really nice. Also very heavy, very heavy case. Yeah, I don't think I would get another one because the current one I have costed me too much money, and I'm broke. I also that's when I had a good paying job, so not anymore. I don't have a good paying job, but it's fun. They had unnamed chapter master models for like custom chapters. I think I might sell my kidneys for it. Oh no, don't sell your kidneys. Your kidneys more valuable than a Warhammer model. Oh, you're like my friend starving on, but you're like my friend where that you want your guys, right? You don't want like the named characters. You like your guys a lot more. God, it's getting hot now. How hot is it right now? Okay, my computer is not telling me. Is definitely not telling me. Is being dumb. I think after I paint the big guy, I think I'm gonna call it though. It's been, honestly, it hasn't been that long, but I'm getting pretty tired. It really depends if I want to continue painting these jackals or sacrifice my sanity for painting these jackals. So I don't know if you guys want to see Insane Noodle or like Corn Berserker Noodle, but I don't think anyone wants to see Corn Berserker Noodle. I plan to make my own proxy Abaddon for my Aring Warriors. I'll probably do the same for the Huron and gang. Ooh, that sounds really cool. That sounds really cool. The Huron and the Abaddon. I'm not sure about me doing kit bashing, but everyone comes to the hobby with different different interests. So it's really cool. I like to keep my models very vanilla, but then when I paint, then that's when it kind of gets different. I guess you can say that. Can like Varro make a good Abaddon? He would make a very good Abaddon. He is very cool. He's the Iron Warriors Terminator captain, right? I believe. That model is cool. But you know what's cooler? The chapter master for the Raven Guard, the new guy. He's so cool. Whoever did that model, like, they outdid themselves because that thing is awesome. Is a favorite part of the hobby? Nice. I think my favorite part of the hobby is definitely the painting part and playing part. Iron Hands, sorry. The Iron Hands. I'm so sorry. But I like the playing because I have a lot of people to play with now, which is really awesome. And then painting is also amazing. I have to teach a lot of people who have gotten into Warhammer in my friend group to paint. It's gonna be a lot of work because everyone learns at differently is what I want to say. People all learn differently, and it's not a bad thing. Like, honestly, like the way I learned how to paint was watching videos, maybe different compared to another person who doesn't watch videos to learn how to paint. So it's gonna be very tough, and never end up painting and playing. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. Like, you do you. Like, it's whatever. I just push my friends to paint because actually, very small story. I pushed my friend to paint himself, and he finished painting it, and I was like, wow, like, I painted this, I'm gonna paint more. And he painted more by himself, by his own paint, and he really enjoys it. He says It is very relaxing. I've watched like 40 hours of tutorials before ever picking up a paintbrush. Oh my god, you're like me, Sleepy. That's what I did. I was like, how am I gonna paint all these Tyranid Gene Stealers, which is probably the easiest color scheme. And I was watching the same video for like hours upon hours upon hours. And then I did do it, and I sucked at it, but they were done. Squidmire, Squidlybits was about the knowledge. I think I watched Duncan a lot. I watched Duncan a lot from Warhammer because I did not know who Squidmire and Squidlybits were. So yeah, Duncan was one that got me into painting Warhammer because it was very easy to digest, very easy, very straightforward. And yeah, that's how I got painted Gene Stealers. By Gene Stealers, I mean like High Fleet Behemoth Gene Stealers. I watched their 8-minute non-metallic metal video like 60 times the first time I tried painting magenta non-metallic non-metal metallic. Wait, how the hell do you paint non-metallic metal magenta? Oh my god, that sounds insane now that I can think about it. How the hell do you do it? I guess it's all about the process. It's like you just gotta do it. You just gotta do it. It's like, did I tell you I painted Gilman the other day, Sleepy? I think I did. I don't know if you were there for that, but I painted Gilman, and I had to figure out how to paint the Emperor's Sword for the first time. Yeah, it sucked, by the way. Honestly, I did pretty good. Thing we do with golds and silvers, really a texture thing along with how you paint the highlights. Non-metallic metal, what that means, Starving Llama, is like you're trying to paint a metallic kind of like look without actually using metallic paints. So you're using a lot of like base paint. So like right now I'm painting with a metallic, right? But if I were to paint with the base colors, like base colors, and try to make a metallic look out of it, I'm too scared to buy a Gilman. Gilman is a lot of work. He was probably one of the harder models I painted. That thing, I'm painting it for a friend, right? Well, I finished it already, but that thing took me like 8 hours to finish. It took me so long, like holy. The amount of work I had to do and the amount of like, my back was like hurting so much. It's mainly a ton of trim. Yes, I did it the opposite way, whereas I painted in the negative areas first. So I painted all the blue first, technically, and then I painted all of the trim after that, which is, I think I would have done it that way because painting in all the gold would look kind of weird, in my opinion. So I did all the blue first, and then I painted the gold. I'll go grab it after this, and I'll show you what it looks like. Actually, yeah, I'll grab it. I haven't glued it down to the base yet, or the diorama thing, because my friend asked me not to, so I gotta be careful with it. Also, he asked me to varnish it, and I totally forgot to varnish it. So yeah, there's also that too. I need to varnish the hell out of that thing. Sniffle, sniffle. But yeah, non-metallic metal is more traditional way to paint, as they had to paint metals before metallic paints existed. What's varnish? Varnish, oh shoot, how do I describe varnish? Varnish is kind of like a sealer. So think of like you paint on the varnish to seal in the paint so that when you touch it or move it around, the paint doesn't like dull or doesn't get scratched. Think of it as like an invisible protective shield kind of deal. Clear protective coat. Yes, exactly what Sleepy said, because they are definitely more knowledgeable about painting than me. Definitely more, because I suck at explaining painting tips. But that is essentially what it is. It is very good. I would recommend it if you throw your, I mean, you can choose not to do it. I actually don't varnish my models. 3 to 4 thin layers to protect your paints. Really? I did not know that. I gotta do that for my friend then. I gotta varnish it. But yeah, I'm doing the paint on varnish. I don't know if I want to do spray, but yeah. Well, yeah, it protects your minis. Like if you throw them in like a box or a bag with them just like smashing against each other, then yes, you would probably want to varnish them. If you put them in like a magnetic tray or something like that, then you can varnish them. It's just that like because you're picking your models up constantly, you're gonna be rubbing the paint a little bit, rubbing off paints like little by little. But yeah, get some varnish. It really depends on what look you want to go for. You want to go for like a satin varnish or like a satin look, go for like that. Or a matte look, sorry. A matte look, which is kind of like not very glossy. Kind of like rough looking, then go with like a matte varnish. If you're going for like a glossy varnish, go with the gloss varnish. It looks very shiny. Which is what my friend wants. He wants the gloss varnish. But yeah, it's always good to learn something new. I learned a lot of stuff working for my current employee because he is very big into Warhammer. He taught me how to use oil washes, which are a godsend. Is there a varnish that doesn't affect the look? You're looking at like the matte varnish then. It looks pretty, if you apply a matte varnish to your model, it looks pretty much exactly the same. That's one I would go for. If you're looking at that, if it don't want to affect the look of it, then yeah, I would go with the matte varnish. Did I forget to do this? I don't know what other people recommend, but that is one I would do. I totally forgot to... Guys, I need to remember to take a drink. It's been almost like 3 hours and I haven't taken a single drink yet. And somehow I'm still talking. I don't know if this is gonna break my voice or not. Probably not, because I tend to talk with friends like every day. Mostly. But by what I mean by talking with friends, I just sit in a Discord call and just listen. And then occasionally when Warhammer comes up, I'll just say something. I learned by experience contrast paint not great for dreadnought. No. Dreadnoughts, a lot of very flat panels, so contrast paint is not good. And Space Marines too, it's not super good for contrast. If you're doing Space Marines, right? I would just go with the base paints because there's a lot of flat panels. It's tougher than satin or mesh. If you go gloss first and satin after to try to get the finish you want, that's when you start seeing the gloss. You know it's time to throw a couple more layers of varnish on the wear areas. Oh, okay. See. Sleepy here is like my go-to right now. They know more knowledge. They're more knowledgeable in painting than me. Very, very knowledgeable. They are basically like the painting god in the Twitch chat right now. And I'm just here. It's like, oh, I throw paint and that's it. I'm a sponge tip for tips and tricks. Yes, you are. You definitely are. And then there's me. I throw paint on models and that's it. Like, oh, model? Oh, paint it. Ooh, oh, unga bunga. Varnish comes in different finishes and so do paints. You would have to match your varnish to your paint. Oh, okay. That's actually honestly very good for me to know as well, because I might fumble the varnish pretty hard. Normal Marines and my team. It's not so much for dreadnoughts. I'm trying to find a dark purple paint for my next vehicles. Yeah, vehicles would be pretty hard for contrast. I tried at least like 2 times to try to use contrast paint for vehicles. It has never worked. Not once has it worked right for me. So I just use like base paints for it for vehicles, like rhinos and whatnot, and like repulsors, and gladiator lancers. Just popped in for me. In my recommend, I just gotta say your vtuber may be my favorite ones I've seen. Definitely sticking around for a bit while I paint. Oh, thank you, Mr. Manstory. Thank you. I'm very surprised that people like this one. I kind of just like asked the person. It's like, hey, these are all the references I want for this vtuber model, and that's just kind of it. So I don't know. I think I was chill when asking for commissions for this thing. Do you think Necrons are a good start? Yeah, Necrons are a very, very good start for the hobby. But the thing is that when people ask me for like getting into the hobby, I tend to ask them to research a little bit more. Is like, are you looking to get into like the tabletop side of things? Are you looking into like the lore of the army and whatnot? So my top 3 things when you're looking into getting into like a Warhammer faction / army is that number 1 is the overall lore of the army. So like, what do you like about the Necrons, like storylines, lore-wise? Like, do you like how they're like living metal kind of like organisms, or do you just like them because they're like really cool looking? Or yeah, and then you look at the models. It's like, look at the model range. It's like, do you like the range of the models? Because you're gonna be looking at them 24/7 when you're painting and building them, and then more so if you play them on tabletop. Oh, sorry, I misread. You're getting into painting part of the hobby. Yes. Necrons are super easy to paint. I would 100% tell you that anyone can paint Necrons if they have a paintbrush in hand. I'm so sorry, Vega. I literally got sidetracked. I saw like one thing. It's like looking to get into the hobby. But yes, the painting side, yes. Character model, being an epic hero or just a lead unit that you think looks cool, or a battle line unit. So if you paint them up and then decide if you enjoy that part of the hobby, yes. Low skill ceiling, yeah. Hello. You can do a simple paint up. I can go crazy with OSL. Ooh, yeah, I can go crazy with the OSL. Yeah, I got my friends started into Necrons. Oh, I got a short story to tell you about me and his Necrons. So, oh, hi, good roast dinner, Lord of Chaos. Oh, we got Chaos Enjoyer here. Hey, let's go. Majority of us are Chaos Enjoyers. How the hell are you doing? Worshipping the dark gods. Well, I just like the edginess of each model of the Chaos Space Marines. They look very cool. But okay, I need to tell the story about my friend. Don't underestimate my skill at crawling into the basement. Oh, crawling into the basement? We do that a lot here, kind of. But yeah, my short story about getting my friends into Warhammer, which is me getting him into Necrons. So to make it short, so to preface, he liked the Dawn of War series. He liked playing Dawn of War 1 with the Necrons, right? And then he, at one point, he was looking to get into the tabletop side of things, but had no money to do so. So, I bought a 9th edition starter set, which was Space Marines and Necrons. And it was, funnily enough, it was cheaper to just buy all the Space Marines in that bundle rather than them all individually. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy these all and not care about the Necrons. So one part of me was thinking about like starting the Necron part up the starter box, and one part of me was like, hey, I'm gonna give like my friends these Necrons and then force them to play games with me. So I chose the latter. I forced them. I was like, hey, to my friend, do you want these Necrons for free? And he was like, hell yeah. And I was like, okay, but you got to play a game with me. And he was like, sure. So I get him these Necron models. He builds them and paints them. And I was like, oh, he almost has enough points to play a combat patrol. So I buy him the Canoptic Doomstalker for his birthday. And then he has enough to be able to play a game. So he plays a game, really likes it, really likes it. And now, like, a year later, he has like 1,000 points, or roughly 1,000 points of Necrons, and is playing into my Crusade in our Crusade campaign. And the funny thing is, he wants to play more games of Warhammer than me. He's like more. He was like, hey, can we play Warhammer? Can we play Warhammer? Can we play Warhammer? Every single like week, it's like, hey, are we playing Warhammer this week? I was like, yes, we are. And that's kind of how I got my friend into Warhammer, by giving him free Necron models. So yeah. And recently he built a table for himself to play games, and this table is an 8x4 table. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that thing weighs 150 pounds, which is like roughly like 70 kilograms, I'm gonna say, for like metric system. That thing is heavy as hell. I don't know how the hell he got in his little car. How the hell did he get... Okay, 8x4 table that's fully collapsible. It's probably half the size when he fits it in the car. And it weighs 150 pounds. How the hell did you, like, carry that around? Thing is heavy as hell. So you drag them into the warp with you. Yeah, essentially, I kind of wanted him to play so we have more people to get to play with in Warhammer. And like you said, Lord of Chaos, I dragged him into the warp. He is stuck there. Sorry if I'm talking too fast, but to make it to TLDR, I gave my friends Necron models, and I gave him a Canoptic Doomstalker for his birthday. And now he is playing Warhammer with us and wants to play more than me. I can lift that easily enough. You think so? Oh yeah, actually no, you can lift that. Definitely people can lift 150 pounds. I can totally believe it. But the thing is big too. That's the problem. Like, I think it fit the whole back seat of the sedan. That's how large it is. It's just very bulky at that point. Very, very bulky. Didn't I say I was gonna end the stream like a half an hour ago? Oh well, that's fine. It's totally fine. Monster, think about what you've done to that man's bank account. Actually, I've done nothing to it. I've done nothing. Because I got him some more models actually from a source called Recast. Yep, you got him some recast from a source, and yep, his bank account's not hurting. I can carry a fridge. I can definitely believe it, Uncle. I can definitely believe that he can carry a fridge. I've seen normal people carry fridges, and that's because that's their line of work. I can totally believe you, Uncle. Playing Warhammer tomorrow, playing some kill team. Ooh, what kill team are you playing, Lord of Chaos? What kill team are you playing? I can carry a mini. Oh my god, let's go starting llama. Carrying a mini is like a lot harder work than carrying a fridge. It is so much more work, because then if you break it, it's on you. If you break a fridge, that's on the company. But I'm 230 pounds. There's nothing wrong with being like on the bigger side and carrying a fridge. Like, it's totally fine. I can guarantee you right now, I cannot lift a fridge by myself. I am a small person according to everyone who has been in my streams before. I am considered small. I'm so sad. But I think I'm average height most of the time. He's a power left when I was younger. Hell yeah, you are strong then. Like I'm telling you right now, you're very strong. Is 230 pounds a lot of money? Oh no, he's talking about weight starving llama. So roughly 230 pounds is like, I want to say like a little, oh no wait, what is that? 100 kilograms, 105 kilograms, something like that. Because what's 100 kilo? No, 100 kilograms is 225, right? Yes. Oh, you're just memeing me, aren't you, Starving Llama? You're just memeing me. I'm getting memed on. I just got it myself. All the strongest people in the world are big. Yeah, that is very true. That is very true. But there are people who are small and very strong. You know what we call them? Nerds. The strongest people I know play D&D. They're like a level 20 wizard that can cast what's that? What's the power word kill? Use pounds. I don't know why you guys have your own dollar. So starting on, but for Canadians, we use both the metric and the imperial system. The only reason we use the imperial system is because our next door neighbor is the US, so that's why we sometimes know some parts of the imperial system. But majority of the time, we use metric. And our dollar is called a dollar. E. You have a loud neighbor? Yeah. Do I? Can you hear him? Oh, you mean the US. Sorry. I actually do have a loud neighbor, though. Okay, that is... I'm I'm not gonna paint these guys because they're off the base. But yeah, we're just gonna chill around for a little bit. Yeah, it's a mix of both. It really sucks. Honestly, if you're working in the trades job, which is like carpenter, plumber, electrician, then they prefer to use the Imperial system because it's a lot easier. When I think I was doing some trades work, which is general laborer, and I had to use the Imperial system quite a bit, which is very handy when you have to measure out a 2x4 a lot or whatever. But yeah, I think I would much rather use the metric system, even though it's bigger numbers. But anyway, I think that's all I'm going to do for today. But thank you for joining today. I'm playing against my friend who dragged me into the warp. Let's go. You better beat him up for the dark gods. Heretic enjoyers only. You gotta beat them up for the dark gods. Let's not get into lumber. Yeah, let's not get into lumber. My mom's generation learned Imperial in school, and our construction material market is joined at the hip with the US. Ooh. Yeah, the US kind of screwed us over for learning Imperial system, but I think the things I know about the Imperial system is basically just inches and feet. I don't know much about yards. Someone in my chat explained the conversion from feet to yards. I think it was like 100 feet to a yard. I don't remember what it was. I know what the conversion from mile to kilometer is, though. That's kind of just it. Okay, let's look for someone to raid on. Oh yeah, it is 3 feet to a yard. You're probably right. I always forget that 3 feet in a yard, because I swear to God, no one in Canada that I've met has used a yard before. It's always like inches and feet. It's a bit under a meter. Oh, okay. Alright, who is painting Warhammer right now? We're small cups. My dad would say move it an inch, but like inches are huge. Well bigger than I thought, and I thought they were less than a centimeter. No, they are bigger than a centimeter. I think if you want, sorry, I actually kind of know this by like memory, but like roughly an inch is like 2.5 centimeters, roughly. Inches and feet and meters and kilometers, yes. I think, yeah. Centimeters, millimeters, meters and kilometers. And then there's like, if you get really specific, it's like micrometers, which is like which is, I think it's like, you have 1,000 micrometers to a millimeter, which is insane. That's basically biology work right there, which I had to learn. Okay, who is streaming right now? I'm so sorry. I need to look. Ooh, okay. Let's take a look. Oh, I think I know who to raid into. I just saw them. Okay, let's see. Ooh. Ah, here we go. I know who to raid. Let's go here. I think I'm gonna raid into Riri. I think they're getting into AOS actually, so that's pretty neat. But I'll see you guys later. And then tomorrow, we will be playing Halo 2. Yeah, Halo 2 at 7 p.m. PST. Alright, bye everyone. Goodbye.